And we're back. How are we all today? Who's this attention-seeking little cunt in my chat? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're just spamming to try get attention. Like, actually sort your life out. Also, why are you insulting Puffer as well? Like... Fucking child. Sort it out. Jess Bunko, how you doing?
Hello.
How are we all doing?
Also, I didn't say anything about Puffer. Who are you talking to?
Get person in chat.
Wait,
Oh.
what's happening?
You, gonna stream the stream rift?
Yeah, when we get started. Yeah, it's just a fucking 12-year-old trying to pretend to be Sonic because he's got no original thoughts of his own. It's fine.
What was he saying
No
about
Zesty guy this time. We've had a word with Comic Legend because he's pretty hostile in Disagreement Day streams on SK's channel, and I mean, it'll get to the point where I'm just not gonna invite him here. I'm just gonna kick him out the call because at the end of the day, it's like it was quite funny because in the last stream we did, it's like there was a lot of people that like. They commented that they just hated when Asafe and Comic Legend joined. So they just preferred it when it was just me. Because I wasn't nearly as, like, confrontational or aggressive or anything like this.
What's the context with that?
Just on the previous stream, it's like, when it was just me, it's like we got through points pretty quickly, but it's like, Asafe doesn't shut up. Like, he'll talk about something that could be defeated with 2 lines of dialogue. Like, we don't need an entire paragraph. And you know how Comic Legend can be, so...
I feel like Comic Legend is probably the worst of the two.
Yeah.
Being perfectly honest. Because at least
you're gonna play Fortnite?
More...
You could not pay me enough money to play Fortnite. That is one of the worst games on planet Earth. Sorry. Do you watch any reality TV?
Much more like...
I find reality TV pretty cringe, to be honest. So, no.
Yep. And what I was gonna say is, I think Asafe is much more respectful, and he doesn't like shout or anywhere near as hostile. When I say like Comic Legend, like at least interactions.
Asafe's not hostile. He just something that needs 2 lines. He'll give 2 paragraphs, and we just don't need it. You know, It just is that simple. And my camera's gone out of focus. Better fit to do it now than for it to be during the stream, I guess. Also, we're just waiting for people to join, and then we'll get started.
I think the reason why he does that is because he wants to add as much context as he can, I guess.
But it's like, I just don't understand how he'll spend time typing entire fucking essays in comment sections. I'm like, no one's gonna read that shit. You're wasting your time. I don't even read all of his comments. Like, they're just way too long. Do you think MCU Hulk could beat a Vulcan, Primarch of the Salamanders? My Warhammer knowledge is not that extensive. Although if we're talking 2008 Hulk specifically, yeah, like, Vulcan probably wins. I just don't rate that Hulk all that much.
Personally, I would say no, because that Hulk is a freaking beast.
I mean, he's the weakest of the Hulks in the MCU, at least. Even Professor Hulk beats him.
2003 Hulk is weaker than 2008.
He's not in the MCU.
I'm saying, what if we paid you, what is it? Is that 2 million to play Fortnite?
I think 2008 Hulk is way better than fucking...
Nah, you couldn't pay me enough. Also, that's 2 billion, and you don't even have 2 billion, so I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, between the two, like I said, I think I prefer 2008 over fucking Professor Hulk. I don't care if Professor Hulk is stronger, he's still the worst Hulk in my opinion.
Hey man, I think we want to watch the gameplay. Okay, well, type in the gameplay on YouTube, you can watch it. What's the DC equivalent of Spider-Man? Blue Beetle, I guess. I don't know. There's not really a Spider-Man in DC. Unless I'm just...
There is, actually.
Unless I'm just being a muppet and forgetting it.
There is. His name is Black Spider.
Wow, how original.
I know, right? He actually made an appearance in Young Justice. I don't know if you've seen that. And funny enough, he was voiced by Josh Keaton in that.
Cool. Again,
yeah, he had
I wonder why.
And everything, but he had webbing and everything, except he was a violent freaking assassin, which is hilarious. Imagine Spider-Man talking to you like he's gonna murder you. It's hilarious.
Right. I'm ready to get going if you guys are.
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright, so context. Mauler made a video on Brand New Day, and usually it takes him a lot longer to make these videos, so I'm guessing he was a little enthusiastic towards it, shall we say. Now, considering how ridiculously glazed Brand New Day is, I'm surprised that the like to dislike ratio isn't as positive as it is. So maybe he will make some decent points. You never know. Let's take a cheeky little look. Yeah, the like to dislike ratio is pretty positive. That being said, let's begin.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is...
Hang on, we'll speed it up a little bit just because it's quite a long one.
a story about Jean Grey, a telepath trying to find her kidnapped sister. The DODC, or Department of Damage Control, captured her sister, and so Jean's plan is simple. She will mind control civilians, forcing them to drive tanks into DODC correctional facilities, killing countless innocents. She will set off explosives within the tank to cause extreme damage to the building, killing countless more innocents and releasing criminals. She will use her mind control during the panic to reach a particular member of the DODC that will eventually facilitate the release of Scorpion. She will then mind control Scorpion and have him attack a DODC data center in the hope that she can ultimately discover the location of her sister. She could have, instead, mind controlled the director of the DODC by gradually jumping through the facility, gain his memory of what happened to her sister while calling up any information she wants with his authority without endangering herself or anyone else whatsoever, especially when knowing they have zero defense or expectation for this. Hell, she could have done it while he was sleeping at home, and she could have dealt with him with none the wiser upon discovering the truth. Unfortunately, these preschool level thoughts would end the movie immediately, so we have to make her a titanically retarded, aggressively psychotic shitmole. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest, I think Jean Grey is easily the worst part of the film. I think as a villain, she just falls flat.
The problem is they don't try to portray her as a villain. They try to portray her as like a misunderstood victim.
Which is completely the opposite. It's like she is just a sadistic killer who takes pleasure in like taking the piss out of people's like trauma and shit. It's like
after rewatching freaking Brand New Day, I completely agree. Jean is an irredeemable monster.
And the fact that she gets a redemption is awful. Like, she should have 100% been killed or arrested. Like, there's not... she did not deserve it. Honestly, and I feel like Jean just brings Brand New Day down. Because, like, she's just such a shit villain.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I said, they don't try to portray her as a villain, they try to portray her as the fucking victim.
Which is hilarious, because when it comes down to who's more evil between Jean Grey and fucking Thanos, I would say Jean Grey.
Which is hilarious, because I think Thanos had a way bigger body count.
Infinity War Thanos, to be specific. Endgame Thanos, I think he's more evil. But, like, Infinity War Thanos, it's like, yeah, he is less evil than Jean Grey in this film.
Which is hilarious.
Man
considering
attempts
he's
to
killed way
stop
more
her. In
people.
response, Jean mind controls MJ and tricks Peter into thinking they can be together again, only to reveal the truth and threaten to kill MJ if he gets in the way. All of that instead of simply telling...
Yeah, it's like she literally sexually assaults Peter on the roof when she pretends to be MJ.
Where she made freaking MJ kiss Peter without her consent.
Yeah.
This,
Again,
yeah,
like she's
the victim
she's pretty
here,
bad.
People.
Honestly,
Remember,
the more I
he's
think
supposed
about
to be the victim here.
the more I think about Brand New Day, the more I feel like this film is just not good. And chat, this might be a really big hot take. I feel like Spider-Man Brand New Day is worse than Spider-Man 3, and the reason why I say that is because the shit that Spider-Man 3 gets criticized for, Brand New Day is worse. Like, for example, the villains. It's like, at the very least, Spider-Man 3, like, it has too many villains, but it tries developing all three of them. It's like this film, Jean Grey is a complete bellend, Wesker is just generic bad guy 101, and then Tombstone, Tarantula, and Scorpion. Oh, Scorpion is the most wasted potential of any live-action Spider-Man villain. And then Tarantula and Tombstone are wasted. So it's like, I would argue that, like, Spider-Man 3 is better than Brand New Day. Because Spider-Man 3 is just not quite as shit as Brand New Day, basically.
Can I give a hot take here, Riff?
Go on.
I think it's worse than No Way Home.
Honestly, that's fair.
Yeah, that is.
At the very least, No Way Home has, like, nostalgia on its side, which kind of, like, hard carries the film.
Yeah.
I think that's why No Way Home is only good, is the nostalgia side.
Spider-Man, the bona
I'm not really surprised Mauler never likes anything. He does like things. That's a straw man.
fide hero of New York that she is trying to find her...
It's actually quite funny when you think about it. Brand New Day has a lot in common with Spider-Man 3. Like, Peter gets the key to the city in both films. There's a shit ton of villains. Like, the character goes through, like, a mutation, quote-unquote. Like, Spider-Man 3 and Brand New Day are actually more similar than you think.
Kidnapped sister, which would...
I'm not gonna lie, I think the black suit was handled better than the mutation in this. Because at the very least, the black suit had, like, build-up. The mutation just comes and goes whenever the plot needs it to.
The biggest issue that I have with Spider-Man 3 is that I feel like they didn't spend enough time with the black suit.
Honestly, the black
Sure,
suit is
sure,
like God's given grace to mankind compared to the mutation in this film.
Of course, because it gave us Bully McGuire.
Well, not even that, but it's like, okay, let's use Brand New Day logic for the black suit. Okay, Peter puts on the black suit. He realizes it's making him go a bit apeshit, so he develops a magic piece of tech to just give him all the power of the black suit, but with none of the drawbacks. And then later on in the end of the film, he develops a magic gizmo that just kills the symbiote temporarily, right? And then by the end of the film, he takes the gizmo off, and he's just mastered the symbiote. It's like Anti-Venom from the PS5 game. Like, it would be way worse. At the very least, the black suit, like, tries making sense in Spider-Man 3. It's like a progression. But it's like this film, it's like, oh, the mutation is, like, causing inconveniences to Peter. I know, let's create a gadget to take it out the plot for a bit. We still talking about Spider-Man? Yeah, of course we are.
Consequently end the fucking movie. Why in the world does she opt to torture a hero instead of enlisting him to find her sister? Well, because her soul is as black as a befouled fucking bin bag. Jean eventually decides to mind control Bruce Banner. This leads to the release of the Hulk, the destruction of another building, and the almost death of Spider-Man. Meanwhile, she mind controls the Punisher to break open a security system in the hopes of finally discovering the location of her sister by confronting the director of the DODC. Again, something she could have done day one without harming a single additional person. Spider-Man neutralizes her. She is captured and eventually becomes all-powerful, holding countless...
It's actually quite funny when you think about it. When like, Spider-Man discovers the woman in the tank, Jean Grey could have just cut the connection right then and there, and Peter would have had no idea that the woman was even mind-controlled. Like, if you
Well,
really
they
think
need
about
a-
it.
Well, they needed some contrived way to get the plot going.
Well, yeah, but it's like, if Jean Grey spent so long evading Spider-Man, like, she already had, like, 4 attacks on damage control. She just gave herself away in front of Spider-Man. It's like, why?
Innocence hostage, surely killing several more. To then mind control their hand into attacking Spider-Man to the point of having someone stab themselves through the belly just to hurt him. Spider-Man defeats them and reaches Jean, who then threatens to kill the entire city if Peter gets any closer. Because reasons. Like, Jean Grey in this movie has all the moral fortitude of a damp fucking ham, and so Peter allows her to explore his mind, meeting his memory of Aunt May. May tells Jean that it is your most important responsibility to remember you are special. You are...
This fucking dialogue, man. You are we love you because you're special. We love you because you're you. The fact that this dialogue actually works is awful writing.
beautiful, and people love you for you, not because you are special. This reassurance of Jean's beauty and incredible nature convinces her not to end the life of the cruel bastard that tortured her sister to death, despite the hundreds of civilian corpses it took for her to get to this moment. At the same time, the Punisher and Spider-Man ensure Jean is...
It's literally just the fucking The Boys Season 3 finale. It's like, so this is it. Everything you wanted, he's right fucking there. And now you blink. It's like...
escapes all forms of justice for the countless innocent people she put...
And it reminds me of that guy in the Disagreement Day stream where he was like, oh yeah, she got to this point and then she reconsidered her actions. It's like, bullshit, she reconsidered anything. Like...
pointlessly and often enthusiastically tortured and killed, allowing her to live her life in peace. Spider-Man.
Let's look at this logically. It's like, you are loved. She went the entire film with no parents, no friends, and her sister was kidnapped. It's like, why would she believe that? You are loved. By who? Literally no one loves her in this film. Like, why would she believe that? Why would it not piss her off? Because she'd probably think Peter is just trying to manipulate her into getting her to stop. But the biggest kick in the balls is, oh, you are special because of who you are. Ah yes, the murdering psychopath that has killed tons of people, sexually assaulted the main hero. Like... basically made fun of Peter, Frank's, and Bruce's trauma. The person who took the person who took an entire freaking island hostage. Yeah, she's beautiful and special the way she is.
Like I said,
Fuck
this is
my
based
life.
like Falcon and the Winter Soldiers, where they basically tried to victimize the freaking...
I would argue that this is even worse than Norman Osborn's redemption in No Way Home. Because at the very least, they had to force him to redeem. They had to, like, inject him with some shit that killed the Goblin persona. In this film, it's like, she's the Dark Knight's Joker until the very end, and then it's like, oh no, you're loved. Oh, maybe I'll stop killing these people. Yeah, you raise a good point.
iPad kid.
Like, bloody hell, if she 180'd in personality any faster, she'd get whiplash.
Brand New Day is a tangled web of flaming chimp shit. Frank Castle, the Punisher, begins the movie by shooting Spider-Man with a
The Punisher is such an idiot in this film.
grenade launcher, something that can kill him considering a bullet can. Frank also decides to drop several tons of metal on an innocent civilian 3 times because he is, at this point, akin to a particularly cowardly, brain-vacuumed Mr. fucking Bean. Frank decides that when battling the Hulk, he will use flashbangs, explosives, guns, and his patented as though he has no idea it would only make the fucking Hulk angrier. Frank then decides he'll go after Jean during this battle, someone who can mind control him at a 33-foot distance, leading, retardedly, to him getting mind controlled. While
Literally, Peter even says, don't get within 33 feet of her. And what does this piss for brains mercenary do? Technically speaking, there wasn't a single civilian corpse, so no one died. That is a horseshit argument, and you know it.
Just because they didn't show you them physically dying does not mean that they didn't die.
Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you.
mind controlled, Jean has him brutally wound 2 innocent security members trying to protect themselves from Jean.
I mean, hang on. Whether or not, hang on, I'm just going to shut this argument down. Whether or not anyone died, she intended to kill them. It doesn't make it better. Like, it's still murder, or attempted murder.
Frank never acknowledges this. Instead, a joke is made at the end of the scene. By the end of the movie, Frank, with the knowledge that Jean is mind-controlling everyone in the city potentially to death and has previously killed countless innocent people...
They don't kill the guards, which I would argue is complete horseshit. It's like, why would she not kill the guards? She's attempted to kill people for less. Why would she let the guards stay alive?
Sees she and Spider-Man are locked in some form of mind battle, providing him the chance to shoot her, ending her reign of psychosis.
No civilian corpses are shown in Age of Ultron, so no one died. Yeah, exactly. No corpses are shown in Infinity War when he performs the snap.
Or the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
There are now a couple of notable content creators who loved the film at first and are now saying it's mid. This film will not age well over time.
Logan, thank you for the $5. There are now a couple of notable content creators who loved the film at first but are now saying it's mid. This film will not age well over time. Yeah, I completely agree. I think Mauler is probably the first one I've seen where he hated the film on day one, and he still does hate the film. But I mean...
Actually, for me, it was another video from a channel called Reeker.
It's like, the more you think about Brand New Day, the more it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, the entire film could have ended in the intro prologue. Like, it's, like, when you think about it, it's a freaking miracle that Jean didn't escape capture, like, at the very start of the film, in the prologue. In the flashback, sorry. Like, she should have been captured with her sister.
Yeah, I have a freaking theory here. I have a theory that Jean wasn't originally meant to be in the movie. It was supposed to be like some other freaking villain. But given the increased popularity of what's happening with the X-Men and stuff, they shoehorned in Jean, gave her this rushed backstory.
Yeah, it's like... Also, can we just appreciate how dumb it is? It's like Sarah gets tranquilized. Like, she gets a freaking dart in her neck. And yet she's still able to mind control Jean. It's like, the fuck's the point in the tranquilizer if it doesn't knock her out instantly?
Because her sister is an overpowered Mary Sue, just like Jean is.
Mind-raping murder, only for Spider-Man to take the bullet, and the Punisher eventually cries and apologizes. He was absolutely right. That spiritually spineless, soggy pillock. Absolutely embarrassing and irreconcilable with the man who would have ripped Peter apart for standing in the way of ridding the world of a psychopathic, mass-murdering, mind-raping fiend. Peter Parker...
Yeah, it's like, compare that to the rooftop scene in Daredevil. It's like, it's night and day. It's like, they've ruined Punisher in this film. Like, why didn't, like, I don't know, man.
If I'm completely honest, I really wish that Daredevil and fucking the Punisher never became part of the MCU. Because look at what's happening with them. Daredevil doesn't really do anything. And
also,
the Punisher is, well, we see what's happening with the Punisher.
Also, I feel like Brand New Day has just ruined any chances of doing the X-Men. Because the whole point of the X-Men is mutants are misunderstood. But it's like...
Yeah.
Cut to this film where she's like killing people, mind-controlling them.
Yeah, but even before Brand New Day, I feel like the X-Men were basically doomed from the start when we saw Professor Xavier get killed off and fucking... Doctor Strange fucking
despite having a
multiverse of
full
madness.
view, allows an innocent man to be hit by a car through mind control without pulling him back. Apparently he's distracted. He's a vacant moron, despite the entire event he was focusing on being Jean showing how cruel she can be by getting this innocent man killed. Motherfucker, you struggle in with your reaction time there, Spider-Man? Speaking of
Yeah, they nerfed Peter. My man couldn't even react to a fucking taxi.
this idiot insect, Peter, when knowing Jean was just in his apartment threatening to
Isn't she gonna be the love interest in the next one? If they make Jean Grey a love interest to Spider-Man after what she did to him in this film, I will... Like, you may as well make Norman Osborn his love interest. It would make just as much sense.
Why graphic image in my mind, Rick?
Because Norman Osborn literally messed with him less than Jean did.
Oh.
Like, Norman Osborn was less of an evil prick than Jean was in this film.
each MJ decides to chase those she jumps through in mind control. He believes he can trap her within them if they are too far from another body to jump into.
And again, the problem with this film is that the whole, like, mutants are misunderstood thing with the X-Men, it's like, meanwhile, cuts to this film where Jean is just killing people, sexually assaulting people, making fun of people's trauma, potentially releasing the Hulk in a city full of people. Like...
Even though he knows she can exit them at will from having...
She's more evil than the Green Goblin. She literally is. I will fucking debate you on that right now. Yes,
Yeah,
she's
like I
more
said,
evil than the
pretty
Green Goblin.
happened twice already. An especially stupid move when he should be making a beeline to MJ or to his own apartment, since he knows he is immune to Jean's mind control and can easily neutralize her. When reaching MJ, he simply assumes she couldn't possibly have been mind controlled in time. He believes everything she says. Again, he's a vacant, spider-flavored watermelon fuck. Peter eventually meets Jean directly and fails to web the shit out of her, at least her feet even, like he did to people earlier in the movie, leading to the Hulk sneaking up on Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, he fails to dodge a fucking table. My man was nerfed into the floor.
I repeat, the Hulk sneaks up on Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, the Hulk is sneaky, don't you know? He's the MVP for espionage. Yeah, the Hulk has stealth maxed out in Skyrim, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
his
actually a good
footsteps
point.
on-
I was gonna say, that's a good point. It really feels like that the MCU Spider-Man films seem to forget that fucking Peter has the spiders.
Yeah.
Leading to the
I mean, look at him. Blends right in with the crowd. Look at him.
Hulk sneaking up on Spider-Man.
What?
I repeat, the Hulk sneaks up on Spider-Man.
I love just Peter getting decked by that fucking table.
As though his footsteps aren't heavier than an Ozempic-deprived Boogie 2988.
I'm in tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Peter then decides it's intelligent to have the Punisher deal with Jean, despite the fact that he doesn't want Frank to kill her, as is the Punisher's MO.
Yeah, so far he is making very good points. I agree with Ben in chat. And there was a YouTube video I saw where apparently they were responding to this video. We might watch that like another day. Let's see if he makes like copium arguments. She's not evil, she literally doesn't have parents. Okay, I don't have enough fingers to tell you how many superheroes in fiction don't have parents, yet they're still good people. Like, that's not an argument. Not having... Gavin is here, a weirdo who defends Jean. Yeah, like, Gavin, I don't know what to tell you, mate. Like, not having parents doesn't automatically make you a psychopathic murderer who enjoys tormenting people based on their trauma. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
On top of that, Peter warns of the 33-foot distance he must keep from Jean, as though they...
It's like fucking Spider-Man himself is a good example. My man had, like, no family besides his aunt and uncle. And now he has no one. Yeah, like, Spider-Man literally hasn't had anyone in his life for the last 4 fucking years.
They aren't in an office building replete with corners at every square meter, meaning she could easily mind control Frank and cause mayhem, only for Frank to then be mind controlled, causing mayhem. Everyone is fucking brain dead.
And to be completely honest, given the flashback, I can totally understand why her parents hated them. Considering in the prologue it's just her and her sister mind raping people in public, and they treat it as a joke. It's like, yeah, I can see why they were disowned. They're fucking evil. Like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I can talk. That's like saying, oh wow, this poor kid. Their parents abandoned them. They only liked drilling into people's feet. Oh, that poor kid. They were abandoned by their parents. Aww. It's like, why would you feel sorry for that kid? Fucking evil.
In this lobotomized toilet soup, Peter is told by the director of the DODC that he remembered being mind-controlled. Peter then later realizes, through MJ saying she doesn't remember anything before waking up on the street, that the director must have been lying, even though Peter should already know that because the guy on the roof said the same shit. In fact...
I mean, take a look at Bruce Banner as well, for an example. It's like, my man had, like... Assuming that he had, like, the comic origins, it's like he was abused by his dad. He was on the run for years. He had the Hulk to worry about, and it's like he's still a hero. Hey, Sanitize, how you doing?
So did Scorpion, so did Bruce, so did Frank. Peter, what are you doing? You fucking spider retard. It also makes no sense because MJ clearly realized she was falling as Peter grabbed her, meaning she absolutely did know what was happening before waking up on the street. But on top of that, it doesn't make...
Mauler has a very clear negativity bias. I mean, so far, he's spitting facts regarding this film. Like, yeah, this film is not good the more you think about it. It's like, how the hell does it take Peter this long to realize that What's-His-Face was lying? Like, there are so many people, and yet, he still doesn't clock it.
The DODC director a liar to say that he knows...
It's like, this is the same guy that understands that there's a pattern to Jean's jumps in real time. And yet he didn't notice this, just so the plot could progress.
She mind-controlled him because all the victims know they have lost time and he knows what her powers are. Peter Parker casually invented an inhibitor that applies to the most powerful mutants, Spider-Man himself, and the fucking Hulk, meaning he just created a universal muzzle to superpowers and provided the design to the Department of Damage Control, i.e. the government. What an absolute immoral, idiotic, boot-licking fucking lamp. Illustrated by his almost complete lack of care as that innocent man is splattered, by the way. Pete just moves the fuck on. Not a care in the world. The guy sees the most blatant mind control with confirmation afterward, and he doesn't tell the police explicitly what he saw, despite several people now likely heading to jail as criminals. Peter's AI invades every citizen's privacy in order to scan faces and search through private information. Completely.
It's a good question. How the hell does he even do that with his scan? A YouTuber giving straight facts? I mean, that's what you got me for. Jean Grey is like Ellie in The Last of Us. Yeah, just like a fucking psychopath.
I'd argue she's more like...
Yeah, I would argue that... I'd argue she's worse, because at the very least Ellie watched Joel be killed right in front of her. It's like, this bitch was like unhinged before she even knew her sister was killed.
Violating some rather...
I think it's more accurate to compare her to fucking Abby from The Last of Us instead of Ellie.
Basic laws and ethics. Peter is simply sitting on revolutionary, world-changing technology that could save countless lives and uses it to spy on people, to take powers from heroes, and to...
It's actually a good point when you think about it. Like, Peter could have literally given the universal inhibitor to Bruce and stopped him from going to the to the insane institution. I mean, I know that... Actually, no, he probably couldn't have, because he gave it to, Jean Grey. I mean, then again, he could have just taken the one off his own neck and given it to Bruce. You know? He could have saved his friend, you know, but...
He was too...
That would require a working brain cell, Riff.
I mean, yeah, true.
This service and capacity to the worst subcategory of the government in the universe. Anyone remember The Dark Knight?
This is wrong.
Only you can use it.
Spying on 30 million people isn't part of my job description.
Anyone remember Project Insight?
For once, we're way ahead of the curve.
By holding a gun to everyone on Earth, calling it protection.
This isn't freedom.
This is fear.
Captain America would be disgusted with this scumfuck. Hell, Peter Parker would be disgusted with whoever this freak is, considering he gave up that same power in Far From Home the moment it was stumbling on private information.
No, don't look at it. Don't look at it. That's wrong.
This pen...
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic point. I forgot about that. Fucking, like, younger Peter would be disgusted with this guy's actions. I forgot about that. I'm not going to accuse anyone of being sexist, but why do people not let female antagonists be morally grey? Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. She is not morally grey. She is undefendably evil. She is not morally grey. I think you're a shit human being if you think she's morally grey, my friend. But people love Tony Stark, John Walker, and Loki. Well, Tony Stark was morally good. Like, after his experience with the cave. Like, he had self-destructive habits, but it's like Iron Man was a morally good character. Like, after his solo film. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, she's not morally grey in the slightest. And it's like, even John Walker, it's like, I wouldn't consider him morally grey. Because it's like, I think he was a good person, but he just got fucked over by circumstances. He wasn't perfect. He was egotistical, he was impatient. And you can argue that taking the super soldier serum, like, made him a worse person. Because it emphasized and brought out those terrible traits that he had inside of him. But it's like, I wouldn't even say that John Walker is as bad as this bitch. Like, when did John Walker ever, like... I mean, he's murdered people, but then again, so is Captain America. It's like, when has he ever, like, raped someone?
Yeah, let's
you know?
not act like Captain America hasn't claimed any.
Well, the difference with Cap is he kills either in self-defense or during war. It's like, yeah, that's fine. It's like, Cap doesn't, like, go out of his way to brutally execute people.
To be fair, the guy that freaking John Walker killed brutally, he deserved death.
I think he deserved death, he just didn't deserve public execution.
Penniless, rock-bottom, lonely Spider-Man is all in name only. He is as corporate as they come, living in a huge New York
Tony Stark in the beginning of the MCU was a textbook narcissist. Oh, you mean, like, before his character arc? Fantastic argument.
Oft excited to approach each day, collaborating with the police and federal agents.
Hey guys, Peter Parker's a selfish asshole. My evidence? The one tiny bit of Spider-Man 1 before the great power, great responsibility line. Do you believe me yet?
Agencies via futuristic tech while FaceTiming the Avengers whenever he wants. Rainy Peter Parker was fired from delivering pizzas while selling his photos at diminishing returns, and he was still struggling to make his rent. He was also authentically lonely. He was struggling to grow his social connections. He had barely any technology. Regardless of all that, Peter is a cranially carbonated, immoral scumfuck to spare Jean Grey from any and all justice, despite being the most wretched, oxygen-thieving murder-womble this side of the broken-ass Feigeverse. Personally, I just love listening to Peter insist Jean isn't a killer.
You're not a killer, Jean. That is an insult to the audience. The first thing we see her do in the film is drive an force an innocent person to drive a military vehicle through the streets of New York, like, shooting into the buildings, shooting at Spider-Man, nearly crashing into a tourist bus full of tourists, and then crashing that armored vehicle, which has a bomb in it, by the way, into freaking damage control. Like, oh, you're not a killer. Bullshit.
And releasing a violent criminal out in the streets with Scorpion.
Yeah, and then taking control of Scorpion to fight Spider-Man. Iron Man took accountability for his actions. Yeah, I know. Like, genuinely, this is fucking worse than the truck scene in TASM 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Probably. given her powers, like, she could have, at the very least, Alexei Sixevich, he was like a desperate moron. It's like, Jean's character arc is great power, no responsibility. I know, right? She just leaves at the end of the film.
I got a quote for you here.
Go on.
Obviously,
You're very quiet, by the way.
Is that better?
Yep.
Right, it's saying like, oh, come on, you're not a killer, Jean. Well, here's my quote. Decent people don't murder.
Let's, like, imagine trying to apply the fucking Sandman quote to her. I'm not a bad guy, I've just had bad luck. It's like, yeah, bullshit, you're not a bad person. You literally just gave her a defense in your own video, she was a kid. She's not a kid. Also, I don't care how young you are, it doesn't justify you being a psychopath. Like, you do realize kids that are like 10 years old or above can go to prison.
There are literally children killers
she blew up
who are in jail.
Yeah, but some of them are surprisingly more sadistic than adults are.
Hang on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just checking. Yeah, it's like anyone that's 10 years old or older, they can indeed be arrested.
Buildings, she froze tens of thousands of people, and she walked an innocent old man in front of a car.
It's like, you tell me how that's not evil right there. Forcing an old man to walk into traffic. Like, oh, guys, she's just misunderstood.
You're not a murderer. She just said she killed 3 people. I know what I'm saying deep down.
This movie even...
She's not a murderer deep down, yeah. Beneath all of the murdering intent, nah. She's not a murderer, guys. Is that in the United States? It's in the UK, I'll check the United States. Age of responsibility, US. Okay, so in the United States, it's 11 years old. Alright, let's see how old she is. MCU Jean Grey age. She's supposed to be between 16 and 80. Okay, yeah, so she's, like, legally she is responsible for her actions. Okay, so the whole she's just a kid argument, that doesn't work.
So wait, does that mean Peter might have kissed a minor?
Technically no, because it would mean that the minor is kissing the adult, which, granted, that doesn't make it much better. But, like, at the very least, he thought he was kissing MJ, who is the same age as him.
Okay.
That pitiful.
What's worse is that Spider-Man doesn't even save the poor guy. Yeah, and you guys wonder why I think that he still loses to Toby. It's like this fucking film nerfed him into the ground. A bloody taxi is faster than him. Like, what is happening?
And 9 times out of 10, taxis in New York are fucking standing still because half the fucking traffic is all.
It's hinted that she was bullied as a kid, meaning why would she care if that someone got hurt? Okay, if you think that being bullied is justification for being a serial killer, you have not been bullied in your life. And I can tell you as someone who was bullied as in school.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I suddenly stopped caring about human life. Also, that's not even, hang on, that's not even a good argument, because we know she cares about her sister. Like, that's just so freaking not even remotely close to being true.
Photocopy of better times. She discovers through Spider-Man that innocent...
Everyone who she's been around hated her due to her powers. Yeah, and can you blame them? In the intro cutscene, her and her sister are literally mind-raping people in public, and they think it's funny. Like, yeah, good. People should hate her. They're evil. They were evil before they were evil. In the scene which is like, oh, before she was bad, guys. They were still evil. Like, even in that scene. Like, no wonder your family left you. It's like, Insomniac Black Suit Peter, he would have a lot to say about this bitch.
People are being taken by an adjacent yet interwoven Justice Department for observation, experimentation, and other human rights...
Peter was bullied in school. Yeah, and he became fucking Spider-Man. Yeah, good point. I forgot about that.
Violations related to minor...
Captain America, he was bullied.
control and doesn't give a single shit, despite that being her core trauma from the Red Room, something that defined the majority of her life, and she passes it off with no less enthusiasm than a constipated gorilla preparing his tax return. Two sisters are attempting to reach each other despite a greater evil institution keeping them apart involving mind control, and she is simply disinterested. Actually hilarious that they assassinate such a forced and worthless character with just a minute of screen time. The film is packed with flashback imagery of better films on top of scattered stale jokes referencing Lord of the Rings or the fact that scorpions are nocturnal. You get insecure exposition dumps like the detective telling Spider-Man to stop the bad guys from reaching the building. Spider-Man put all the criminals in because the bad guys could end up freeing all the criminals Spider-Man put in the building, and Spider-Man then says, yeah, I know. Who do you think put him in there? Or how about the condescending as fuck line, sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. The plot looks like
It's like Spider-Man 101. Spider-Man does the evil. Spider-Man makes the hard choices and Peter Parker suffers. Like, fucking insane. Peter had Aunt May and Uncle Ben, Jean had no one. Okay, who does Peter have now? He spent 4 years with no one and he didn't turn into the Punisher. And again, I don't give a shit if you have no one in life. It's like, you don't turn into a killer. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry that she had no parents, but, like, that doesn't excuse her going on a killing spree.
Inst confetti after a nice soak in acid. It's just so lucky that Peter bumped into Ned to then see MJ to then have an existential crisis.
Hang on.
It's just so lucky that Peter bumped into Ned to then see MJ to...
This guy has literally no worth in the film. I swear down, this is the only screen time this fucker gets. It's just this one clip.
Yeah, and I bet you
You could seriously cut this out and we would not miss anything.
Like, genuine.
He's been paid like a fucking $250,000.
Am I the only one that thinks Tom Holland's Spider-Man was never funny? I didn't like a lot of his quips, I'll be honest.
I mean, he gets like one or two things right funny every now and then, but yeah, he is not the funniest.
I know that humor's subjective. I know that humor's subjective, so it's like I'm not going to criticize a film for not being funny if it just doesn't appeal to me. It's like, I feel like Toby, whenever he does have good quips, it's like legit funny. Like the fucking joke about, that's a cute outfit, did your husband make it for you? Like, that aged so well. It's like, yeah, he's homophobic.
But sadly not. Like, given nowadays, that joke would never fly in
Exactly, and that's why it's aged perfectly.
Here's your change.
Here's your change. Just throws a big bag of money at the guy. But I still think 90s Spider-Man has the best quips. I think 90s Spidey is probably, like, the funniest. Like when fucking Black Cat pushes him into the sea and he's like, great, why does everyone leave me high and wet? Like, what? Excuse you?
This is a
What about MTV
children's
Spider-Man?
Huh?
What about MTV Spider-Man? Did he have some funny quips?
It's lights out time, Static Man. Whoa, cute trick. Where were you when we had an energy crisis?
Or one of my favorites. This is so not spandex.
Stay out of my way. Deal. Right after this. Just fucking decks it. I think the most cruel one he does is when he webs up some guy with a jetpack and he turns his jetpack off and he goes, do you know what I'd fear most if I was you? Gravity. And he just makes the fucker fall.
Then have an existential crisis over the thought of sitting in the cuck chair, causing a biological reaction that facilitates the creation of a universal inhibitor that he happens to end up using to neutralize Jean. The film is over without that random encounter.
The thing is, she's not a murderer, she's just trying to survive. Hang on, those are not even remotely comparable, my friend. Bruce Banner was trying to survive when he was hunted by the government. He wasn't a murderer. Like,
now, let's not pretend Hulk hasn't killed people. I'm sure he's killed a few people.
He's not fucking sadistic when he kills. It's like Jean Grey forced an old man to walk into traffic. She forced an old lady into a speeding vehicle that crashed through a building. That had a bomb in it, by the way. Like, that could have easily killed her.
To be fair though, I do want to know, how the fuck did anyone... Like, I want to see the scene where they actually managed to mind control the old lady to walk into a military base and steal a tank.
I know, right?
Yeah, like, how the fuck did she even do that? Like, why didn't she mind control the fucking personnel who owned the vehicle?
5 minutes to...
Listen to all this crap, we have to agree and acknowledge what she did. She was feeling fine. She didn't have a justifiable motive at all. Like, a family member got kidnapped. It's like, okay, she could have just mind controlled from one person to the next person until she found Wesker. It's like, she didn't have to endanger innocent civilians.
Is also over if Jean doesn't allow Peter to see her face for no...
Did she kill people? Yes. Therefore, she is a murderer. That's the definition. I know, right, buddy?
reason at all. The film is also over if Frank doesn't happen to have every tool Peter needs to construct a universal inhibitor that can deactivate the Hulk, Spider-Man, and Jean I enjoy torturing defenseless old women Grey in his dingy fucking basement. The film is also over if MJ didn't happen to know exactly what the inhibitor needed to work where Spider-Man didn't. What the fuck was with the hand in this stupid movie? Daredevil dealt with them only for them to somehow return, then get defeated by Spider-Man off-screen, to then wander around DODC until the director decided they're a group of kids without a leader that just need guidance. What the fuck hallucinogen are you on, you clown bucket? They say mechanical and organic webs cannot be used at the same time when Peter could obviously just place them on the other sides of his arms and reprint a suit to facilitate that. Hell, he could just put them further down on the same side. Apparently, Peter's spider sense couldn't detect the beeping countdown of the damn bomb in the tank. Apparently, Peter's AI camera system is more advanced and sentient than anything we have, and yet it can't detect a standard-ass fucking intruder bumbling into his own home. How?
That's such a good point when you think about it. Like, how the hell does it detect the freaking hormones in his body, like, going in and out of flux? And yet it doesn't alert him to Jean Grey in his fucking apartment.
Budget cuts, probably.
Like, why is Peter so useless when it comes to tech?
Because
if Jean
not
could
the full Tony Jr.
only control people one at a time in the first 2 acts, was she able to mind control the driver to get her to the bottom of the building and at the same time mind control MJ at the top of the building? Huh? And on the same note, how is MJ mind controlling the guards at the door and everyone she clears in DODC when she can only control one person at a time and she's supposed to be controlling Bruce all the way up the building? It's very funny that Jean thinks it's evidence of the DODC being evil that they have weapons that can counter Spider-Man. Only she is the proof as to why they not only should, but that it would be moral. Because what if someone like you took control of a hero and turned them into a villain? Oh wait.
Yeah, it's like you're literally sat in the park, just mind controlling random people, and you and your sister think it's funny. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, she's just evil. It's like, I was thinking about this as well. It's like, comparing, like, how, like, Harry Potter works with, like, accidental uses of their magic. It's like, let's compare, like, Harry to Voldemort, right? It's like, Harry makes glass disappear, and he makes his hair grow back. Meanwhile, Voldemort uses his accidental magic as a child to kill a pet bunny rabbit and, like, traumatize 2 kids that they were never the same again. It's like, yeah, which one of those sounds more like Jean Grey in this film? So it's like,
Harry Potter?
So it's like, even if you want to make the argument, it's like, oh, she's a kid, she can't control her powers, she didn't know any better. It's like, she's more like Voldemort than Harry Potter. And Voldemort is like the evil twat within that verse.
So crazy, I think, although you want to know something funny? I think Voldemort's actually more likable than Jean Grey is.
Yeah, I agree. At the very least, he's more interesting.
Yep.
did that. Why did Metzger tell his shitty lie, as far as the writers were concerned anyway? If he was the one with the most experience experimenting and studying the mind control power and knows how it works more so than anyone else, wouldn't he be notably the best poised to not tell a shitty lie?
To be fair, Harry also unintentionally released a dangerous snake. I mean, the snake was chill, because obviously Harry could communicate with it. So all he really did was make the glass disappear. He didn't like
Didn't
he didn't tell the snake to
didn't he-
attack anyone. The snake was just chilling.
Didn't he also inflate his ant out of anger though?
That wasn't accidental magic. That was like a different scenario. But I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I want shorter games with worse graphics, made my people get paid more and work less, and I'm not kidding. Okay. You do you, buddy.
They tell us the DODC had records of Jean and Sarah Gray. They knew they were both telepaths. They had them dead to rights, actively committing mass mind rape in the park, and when they captured Sarah, they could see another girl with her, yelling her name, only to slowly walk away. They do not capture this other girl. Instead, they scrub her records and behave as though she doesn't exist. Their plan to capture them doesn't make a lick of sense either. You approach as a group in daylight in a populated area and hope she doesn't mind control you guys when she absolutely can. She could have had you all start killing each other. Just trank them both at a distance and wait, you mob of dilapidated minge. Oh wait, then the film would be over.
It's so funny to think about it. It's like while they were sat at the freaking bench, they could have just tranked them both. It's like, what would they have done in that scenario?
So
Well, it's like you
Jean,
said, the
for
film
some
would have been
reason,
over.
didn't sabotage Peter's tech
Yeah.
when she discovered it in his house, despite him clearly using it to track and stop her. Jean entered the DODC building with all the grace of a drunken Godzilla playing mini-golf. Had she done this day one with just a bit more stealth, she would have achieved her goals instantly. Instead, this way allows...
It's such a good point as well. Like, why did she wait until now? It's like, oh, she needed the Hulk. It's like, okay, well, she could have got the Hulk, like he was working at the university for ages. Oh, she needed the Hulk to break into the vault. No, she could have just got Wesker to open it. I know he's not called Wesker, but I can't remember what he's actually called, so his name is now Wesker.
I swear to God, when people say, I keep thinking of fucking Wesker from Resident Evil.
That's exactly what I call her, yes.
her targets to
She can only spare 7 minutes of brain power per film.
secure themselves,
She used all hers up in the fucking prologue.
and yet they don't seem to call any police or additional superheroes to protect them from a rogue fuck.
Wasn't Jean Grey controlled by her own sister? Yeah, which is bullshit because Sarah was literally tranked at the time. It's like, who's making those tranquilizers? Like,
Clearly not
they
strong
need
enough.
fired. Like, I'm fairly certain my piss would knock someone out quicker than those tranks. Hey guys, let's introduce a tranquilizer specifically made for capturing superhumans, but they can still use their powers whilst the trank is in their body. Fucking fantastic. You may as well have just blown her head off at that point.
A Hulk and a telepath. But the real problem is the character work. This film has not only stolen the consequences of the film before it, it cannot have any of its own. Spider-Man is shot by a grenade launcher and barely feels it. He is told by a police detective.
Yeah, he just doesn't dodge it either. It's like the same guy who didn't expect RE9 spoilers. The game's been out for like 6 months, like that's on you at this point, my guy. But it's like, my man dodged lightning in the previous film, and now he can't dodge an RPG.
That he was seen almost killing a cop and he's allowed to simply leave. He makes incredibly retarded decisions in protecting and interfering with MJ, getting her nearly killed over and over again, only for her to be just fine while providing closure for him. He devises no real plan for dealing with the Hulk and Jean together, botches the entire battle, failing constantly, only for it to work out entirely. He idiotically leaves...
Yeah, it's like he calls the Hulk Bruce Banner, and that actually calms the Hulk down. Like, are you kidding me?
Which, in reality, it should have pissed him off more, but...
What a freaking letdown. The Hulk versus Spider-Man fight, quote-unquote, was one of the most disappointing parts of the entire film. They basically showed all of it in the trailer. There was basically
I was
nothing.
Well, I was happy to finally see Savage Hulk again. His freaking fight interference was probably the biggest disappointment out there.
Well, I mean, they literally turned
hyped
Savage
to
Hulk
see-
into a murderer as well. Like, it's ridiculous.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I feel like they were
Yeah,
trying
let's
to make
not-
Jane a
yeah, but
sympathetic
let's not
villain,
act like
but
he
she has
hasn't
the
killed
traits
a
of a
bunch of
full-fledged
things, like,
bad
he
guy.
slaughtered all kinds of
Sonic, thank you very much for
cars.
the $6.99 Canadian dollars. I feel like they were trying to make her a sympathetic villain, but she has the traits of a full-fledged bad guy. I mean, she's literally the exact opposite of Soldier Boy. It's like, Soldier Boy, they did such a good job making him sympathetic that I don't buy that he's an irredeemable monster. Jean's the opposite. It's like, yeah, they portrayed her so well as a murderer. I just don't believe she can be redeemed.
I will say this.
To be fair, he is. Go ahead, Jess.
I did send a YouTube short to ASafe of a video of Iron Man. I can't remember which film it was in, but him literally dodging a rocket launch.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, it's like even Iron
Man
Man's
can dodge a rocket.
Yeah, it's like even Iron Man's shitty early suits. It's like he can dodge rockets.
His note to
Is there also,
MJ lying
like-
around only for her to find.
I just realized something. Isn't it also funny that Peter can take a fucking grenade, but yet he can't take a fucking bullet?
I mean, a sniper would probably do a better job at piercing through his body, but I get what you mean.
It's just funny to me that he can take a full grenade and barely flinch at it, but yet he gets shot by a sniper bullet and that fucking nearly kills him.
His note to
He's
MJ
big
lying
person.
around only for her to find it, and the consequence is getting the closure he sacrificed in the prior movie. He is shot by a sniper through the fucking heart, bleeding out like a stuck pig, only thanks to Jean taking over breathing alongside immensely talented surgeons, he's fine the following day. You have a hospital's worth of staff and a surgical team working on Spider-Man, and you want me to believe they left his fucking mask on? No self-respecting doctor or surgeon is risking the patient with contamination from a dirty mask during life-saving surgery, nor are they going to obstruct his airway or prevent intubation when he is near death. And so the Punisher, MJ, Metzger, several members of Damage Control, and the General
She
Hospital
is a sadist, I know, right?
now know his identity, but the film won't agree because we don't do consequences. Peter aids and abets a psychopathic monster.
It's like, this is the same fucker that can... It's like, this is the same guy that can take a bullet train, like, to his body, and yet a fucking sniper can basically insta-kill him. It's like, what are we
It's
doing?
in the name, bullet train.
Yeah, like... yeah, it's like, they just nerfed this guy so hard. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wretch with a higher kill count than Jack the fucking Ripper, only for the government to have absolutely no issue at all with this, and for the movie to believe this is a wonderfully happy ending. Not only is this an exhaustive sapping of any meaningful consequence, Peter no longer has his own agency, even though this was supposed to be the story where he finally loses all support and guiding authority figures. Peter Parker is bailed out of having sacrificed his life with Ned and MJ by not only giving him closure with MJ, but allowing a farewell, only to then reunite him with Ned. And I'm sorry, folks, but Cretin has set it up now. Jean's mind control appears to break Strange's spell on MJ. She returns to the hideout she had with Peter in No Way Home. She holds the Black Dahlia necklace he got her in Far From Home, and she drew Peter in his homecoming outfit. Cretin is collapsing it all. The story takes a power...
Yeah, it's like, I genuinely don't get the point in that. It's like, I feel as though they're trying to, like, set Peter back up with MJ, but it's like she even, like... It's like she even said to him, though, it's like, yeah, I understand, like... I don't know, like... Fuck.
She says, I understand why she loves you, but I don't.
Well, it's
I don't
like, even
know.
if it's, like... They're going backwards, not forwards. Yeah, exactly, it's like... Yeah, the whole point of No Way Home was like, yeah, I made this decision which was awful, but it's like they can live happy without me, and now Brand New Day, it's like, no, they're just slowly remembering. It's like, I would have preferred it if they made it so that MJ, she did move on. It's like, yeah, like, that would be a good consequence for Peter's actions. It's like, yeah, she doesn't blame you for what you did, but she just doesn't love you anymore. She can't love you anymore. It's like, that would have been best best Spider-Man for some people. Yeah, I know, right? His neighbor should have been Gwen Stacy. That would have been interesting. Genuinely. It's like, that could have been a chance for him to move on, but fucking 4 years later, he's still wanting MJ this bad.
It's kind of weird that I kind of wish Liz Allen was still a thing in this series.
Yeah. I mean, she probably wouldn't remember Peter Parker either, because of Stranger's spell, but...
I think that could be an idea that they could probably start over.
It's kind of weird when you think about it. It's like 4 years later, he still hasn't got over, like, MJ or anything. I don't know. That doesn't seem overly realistic to me, but maybe that's just me with a cold heart.
Lonely, penniless, desperate man with nothing but a police radio, a sewing machine, and the responsibility to make the world a better place.
Oh my good god, yeah, compare this to the end of Brand New Day, No Way Home. It's like, all he had was like a sewing machine, a crappy apartment, and what have you. And now all of a sudden...
moldy coffee cup.
Yeah, it's like, now all of a sudden he has like tech in his mask, he has an entire like attic filled with God knows how much tech. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like, I know that 4 years have passed, but like, we're supposed to believe that this guy has money issues.
Yeah, that's something I want to know.
Can you also make that argument for like, in some Spider-Man? Because sure, he lives in a crappy apartment and stuff like that, but he also has stupidly high levels of tech.
Well, in some Spidey, they give a reason for it. It's because most of his tech he made with the lab with Dr. Octavius, and he did it in secret. So it's like, with Insom, they give a reason for it. It's like, with this guy, they don't. It's like, all of his tech is at, like, this place.
To then skip him into taking orders from a fucking police...
Yeah, how does he afford it all?
Detective, whenever...
It's one of them where if they all forgot Peter Parker existed, how would he have gotten the money?
Well, it's like it's like the freaking fabricator that Iron Man had. It's like, imagine being able to 3D print, like, absolutely anything. It's like, how much money that would cost you.
He isn't taking orders and stripping for a wannabe Avenger blonde hobbit homunculus, and that's whenever he isn't taking orders from the Department of Damage Control, and that's whenever he isn't relying on his fucking AI to explain his own body, to track his enemies, to warn him about his arachnid hormones, or to explain to him that his senses are overloading when you can clearly see that shit with what we call filmmaking. This AI is...
Well, no, you can see it with your own fucking eyes. Senses are overloading, really? He's writhing in pain, holding his head. Really? You don't say?
Absurdly fucking sophisticated, and it breaks down how everything works for Peter while giving him plot updates if he's...
It's like, this is why I just don't think this version of Spider-Man works, because it's like, at the very least with like Raimi Peter, it's like he's consistently poor throughout Spider-Man 2. It's like with TASM Peter, he still lives at his own house with Aunt May. It's like he hasn't moved out yet. It's like those versions, like, give reasons for it, but it's like, this guy... It feels as though they're wanting to have their cake and eat it, where it's like, okay, he's this poor kid, but he also has, like, military-grade tech. Like, futuristic tech, even. The military don't have this shit.
How is he even, like, how is the deliveries even accepted as well?
Yeah.
How is someone, like, you know... tracking his deliveries and going, this is suspicious. What the fuck is this guy doing? Surely he's up to something illegal.
Lost or bored or fucking around because he has no clue what he's doing. His AI sequences his organic applications. It facilitates the creation of his extremely high-tech suit, and he generates that shit from a hyper 3D fucking printer. Bruce and the AI explain how to construct the inhibitor, while MJ provides the key scientific detail that Peter somehow misses, with Frank then coming in clutch to provide the materials. Frank...
Also, I fucking hate them. Oh, Peter with the inhibitor, what are you doing?
Also, the romance in these Tom Holland films are complete trash compared to Andrew Emma and Toby Kirsten. I don't feel the chemistry at all.
Logan, thank you for the $5. Also, the romance in these films, in the Tom Holland films, are complete trash compared to Andrew and Emma, Toby and Kirsten. I don't feel the chemistry at all. Which is ironic, because they're fucking married, or engaged.
No, they're married.
Yeah, it's like, I find it funny they have, like, the least chemistry. But it's like, in this film, I think they're decent. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel.
Someone's in the comments said Tom Holland and Zendaya are married in real life. Probably the reason why Spider-Man is not moving on from MJ, because the studio probably seen their in real life relationship as a justification for keeping MJ.
I guess so.
Has to save Spider-Man from the Hulk. Hell, the Hulk has to save Spider-Man from the Hulk. And somehow, it's MJ that has to prompt Peter's realization on the director's lies. Peter has a shit ton of wealth, AI, tech, and means. There is no financial, social, or civilian-related struggle possible for him in this movie, where he is supposed to finally be alone, broke, and without a single safety net. The Home trilogy was all about Peter going from a bright-eyed, high-schooling, superhero-in-training, inspired yet naive boy to a man. Homecoming presents the difference between using his power to help people because it's...
I find it funny how he needed an entire fucking trilogy to become Spider-Man. And even in Brand New Day, it just feels as though they fucked all of that up. I feel like they're doing Tom's Peter dirty. They let Andrew and Toby struggle and face consequences, while they just let Tom hang on to the past. Yeah, exactly.
The right, thoughtful thing to do, instead of doing it for the reward of status and glory he wants by joining the Avengers. Far From Home challenges his flaws in perception, strength, and experience as contrast to the reputation of Earth's mightiest heroes and whether he can fulfill their role, only to realize that each of those heroes were no less flawed than he. Therefore, he only need contrast his success and failure by his own capacity for it. No Way Home pits every last lesson he has learned against the direst of consequences, straining the deontological versus the consequential. Is a decision still moral in principle if the consequence costs you the ones you love? With the help of others that have faced the same question and words that will stick with him forever, he not only...
They never said he had money issues. Well, how does he get the money then? Because they don't establish that either. Like, how does he get the money?
Comes through on the hardest challenge. He chooses to leave this life.
It's like he literally started, he finished No Way Home with literally nothing to his name. He had a box and a shit apartment. It's like, how did he go from that to having all of this futuristic equipment again? It's like, the movie doesn't tell you.
In order to protect every...
Imagine he's a live streamer. Where's his fucking equipment? Where's his live streaming equipment?
From their association with him. That sacrifice gives us an isolated, desperate, low-tech, and stripped-down Peter Parker with a powerful goal and an equilibrium due to his experiences. This was the perfect setup for him to enter college, naturally meet new people he eventually has to juggle once again, like Gwen, Harry, or actual MJ. They could introduce Oscorp, Dr. Connors, Black Cat. They could push lesser-known street villains while keeping Peter in control of his agency.
Yeah, they could literally make him Spider-Man. Crazy.
Showing what he has learned while providing immense pressure.
What a
Like
concept.
a bait and switch in the opening minutes of this film, because they weren't interested in telling that story despite John Watts having handed it to them on a platter. You could have explored the notion of isolation despite new connections being made through the insane cast of characters available, instead of shoving Ned and Michelle back in and turning Peter into a 5-year stalker because he doesn't understand how memory works. Because apparently, crime has tanked to an unprecedented low off-screen. The sacrifice...
Civil War said he dumpster dived for his equipment. How the hell does he dumpster dive and get a 3D fucking fabricator? Yeah, oh yeah, people just throw that shit away, willy-nilly. Like, you...
I think you'd be surprised.
No, I refuse to believe someone threw that piece of equipment away. Like, that would have 100% been seized by the government. I'm just gonna go for a piss real quick. I'll be 2 seconds. But like, my god,
Okie
what a freaking disaster. I'll be right back.
Okay, so let's do this.
Yes, yeah, I agree to be. It's like we do need some form of answers on how Peter's making a living.
Oh, we're never gonna get it, Jess.
Invisible chair stream. No puffer cam, unplayable.
No puffer cameo. Heresy! Speaking of heresy, I'm actually with 2 Blood Angels right now in Space Marine 2.
Nice.
Yep. And I am the outlier. Okay. Okay, we're good. There we go. Yes, chicken. We need to get together and play some Space Marines.
Yeah, we will do. No, Kyle, I'm not consuming product for no reason.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product. And then get excited for next product.
No, give me I need to know. Like, I'm going to question it. Okay? I need answers. Don't just give me shit and expect me to like it. Explain how that shit happened. And no, I don't need physical shit. Yeah, I will question the universe.
Bloody furnace in this room. Absolute mental.
I mean, I'm
Vacuum melon.
Yeah,
I'm a very strong believer, Kyle, that all six sides of the Earth is flat.
I just want a freaking. Oh man, it'd be good. It'd be good if we had like someone who like actually really glazes this film to be in the chat.
From the Home trilogy has been undone by providing him excessive funds, technology, and a whole network of support from every law enforcement institution imaginable. He gets closure and farewells with those he loved on top of reuniting with his best friend. Whereas we had him closing off a life he always wanted in order to protect the woman he loved, he now has...
Again, it's like, how does he even get the contacts with the police? Like, how does he have, like, DeWolf's phone number? It's like, how are they, like, chill? It's like, why does she protect him?
And
it's like, we get none of this.
He doesn't get paid from the police. I'm pretty sure they don't pay him.
It's like, why did they, like, throw away Scorpion, who had, like, the most build-up of any Spider-Man villain? Like, imagine introducing Scorpion in Spider-Man 1, and him returning in TASM 1. 10 years later. That is literally what they did. And they wasted him. He has like 5 minutes of screen time and he loses both fights to Spider-Man. It's like, what's the point in having him in the film?
Been pining for Zendaya for near half a decade until breaking that sacrifice, getting involved in their lives, putting her in immense danger, finding out she isn't even the woman he knew anymore, and she simply doesn't love him, obviously, which prevents them from being together. This is decidedly less potent, less selfless, and less meaningful than the payoff they've destroyed to facilitate this. Peter incorporates his shadow self in the story. He finds his balance in being Peter Parker and Spider-Man when faced with the idea he has to choose. Something that was previously shown great consequence now exists as a cop-out, allowing him everything he wanted. The fame, celebration, social network, finance, technology, and psychological peace. This functions as shitty DLC for No Way Home that undermines all of the character and thematic work. In addition, this story is more so about redeeming a psychotic monster for no reason than it is a stress test of Peter Parker's principles, of which he fails. Also, to be clear, Jean could have been given a story that even related to the notion of redemption. Please see Faith's story in Buffy. But this film doesn't bother trying. It doesn't even believe she requires redemption. The film doesn't even know she's evil, for fuck's sake. They often use footage from the Home trilogy in this film, as if they are now the ones to make the point of his loss, when that's already been given a strong and clean conclusion. The story was ready for the adult...
You cannot make me believe he didn't make it, considering how smart he is. I mean, yeah, Peter Parker obviously would make it. The problem is Spider-Man. We saw this in Spider-Man 2. We see this in other Spider-Man media. Like, obviously Peter Parker by himself would absolutely make it. But, again, he has to deal with being Spider-Man. Like, and that's what makes him interesting. It's like, if you have a character where he's smart, he's powerful, he succeeds at basically everything in life, he becomes one-dimensional. He becomes boring. Like, yeah, obviously Peter Parker would survive in life, but it's the fact that he has to it's the fact that he's forced to choose between his life as Peter and his duty as Spider-Man.
Trilogy, and by gum are they sure to tell you repeatedly that this is the mature...
I mean, even Civil War got that right. It's like, even in Civil War, he's a dumpster diver. Yeah, come back. I'm just gonna get my cup of tea. It'll be 2 seconds. I'm back. Yeah, like I was saying, it's like even like Civil War got that right. It's like, yeah, he's intelligent, but he's also broke.
Movie, despite having all the hallmarks of an epileptic toddler transcribing a report of his latest nap with crayons and milk. Spider-Man, Brand New Day is a bloated, disjointed, nonsensical, disrespectful, chaotic disaster, with a heavy dollop of retard on top. It is stuffed with as-you-know dialogue, plot holes aplenty, as well as constant stretches to facilitate the extremely weak story, all for a rehash of a better executed theme from a better story while assassinating everyone in the process. Peter Parker is the grand potentate of excessive mongoloides throughout the film, and his agency is more robbed from him than ever. He takes forever to catch on to the plot. He just watches as an innocent man gets pelted by a car in front of him. He keeps making the wrong decisions because of information he either understands incorrectly or doesn't even have. He makes enormous tactical errors throughout that can easily get people killed, and experiences little to no struggle on the financial, technical, and social level set in place by the prior story. Jean Grey is a cruel monster who escapes all accountability, and the film seems to have no clue this happens. I suppose we can call it the Wanda syndrome. Jean kills countless innocent people when having absolute...
I think the biggest insult is the fact that Jean escaped scot-free. That would never happen in other films.
Even in real life, that would never happen.
No, I agree. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's one of the most evil fucking people, and man, I don't even know what to say. It's awful that she gets quote unquote
as
redeemed.
evil as freaking like Thanos and Loki were, at least they were more likable compared to freaking Jean.
Yeah, but Loki was likable because in Norse mythology, Loki is someone that
A god of of mischief. I know
god
this.
of mischief, and it's his thing to.
It's like even
and have fun, but he doesn't kill.
It's like even Ultron, I'd argue, isn't as bad as her, because it's like he's programmed to think the way he does. It's like he can't tell the difference between controlling the world and saving the world and destroying the world. It's like he doesn't factor human life into the equation, which is why he does what he does. And even then, he cares about fucking Wanda. So it's like how is the super evil vibranium murderer, how is he less evil than a little girl? Like, I fucking hate this film. They just made her cruel and sadistic.
Very quick. I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of redheads, but Jean Grey is a redhead.
It's like Ultron literally loses his temper and he cuts off a guy's arm and he immediately apologizes. Like, look me in the eye and tell me that's worse than Jean Grey.
No reason to, while enjoying the cruelty of torture and sexual assault with no sense of accountability in sight, even ending up sparing the one actual piece of shit that killed her sister. The justification is meant to be her lack of trust in anyone after her sister is abducted.
Ultron is proven right in this film.
Molly's
good point.
4-6-hour movie reviews are top-notch. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was my
I
favorite.
thought the meme with Thanos is right.
Mauler's, thank you very much for the $5, Brian. Mauler's 4 to 6 hour movies are top notch. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was my favorite review. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'll give him that. I question how people think the Raimi movies are carried by nostalgia. This shit probably will be as well. Nah, the Raimi movies aren't. They're not. It's not nostalgia. I mean, they have J. Jonah Jameson. This film does not. Case closed.
Abducted by a group of people who are essentially and simply evil by notable contrast.
You can't be the best Spider-Man media without J. Jonah Jameson. It's just that simple.
Exactly. He is the reason why the fit. Like,
this is why. Sorry.
The reason why they're so goated is because of him.
This is why Nicholas Hammond will always be better than Tom Holland, because he had J. Jonah Jameson.
To most everyone else.
I'm pretty sure most
we're
of
supposed
people
to
don't even
believe
know
this
who
event
Nicholas
temporarily.
Hammond is, Rift.
Bruh, that's their loss. Imagine if I said that like Nicholas Hammond was more comic accurate than Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Rift, you gotta show the clip of Nicholas Hammond talking about freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah. People dog on Nicholas Hammond. People dog on Nicholas Hammond and say he's like the worst Spidey, but like. And the thing is as well is I've watched this film so many times, I know exactly what timestamp the fucking clip is at.
Just very quick. Storm, Jean's a redhead, okay? And
Did the police improve it?
Why is her being a redhead have to do with anything?
Redheads are evil, okay? Every single Jean, she's been redhead.
Quite that simple. I mean, think about
Shut
it.
up, I like redheads.
I think Spider-Man does a lot of good, but if people knew who he was, well, it just wouldn't be the same thing.
Nobody asked him to save the world.
I don't really think he wanted any part of being a superhero.
Then all he has to do is turn in his little blue tights.
And what about his conscience?
We have the same beaker.
What is the point of having some kind of special power if you don't use it to help people?
Okay, it could be a tough life.
And lonely. How can he ever talk to people the way we're talking right now? I mean, what kind of a life can he really have? Think about it for a minute. He has to lie to everybody. At work, to his friends. What about girlfriends? How could he ever hope to get married Just have a normal life. People think it would be really wonderful to have Spider-Man's powers. Let me tell you, I'm not so sure whether it's a blessing or a curse.
Fucking legend.
Yeah. Like, sure, that movie is goofy as hell, but it has a better understanding of Spider-Man than the newer films.
Yeah, exactly. Nicholas Hammond is more comic accurate than the fucking MCU films. I wasn't kidding. Like, yeah. Also, this is the same film where he gets overpowered by a peak human being. Like, don't even question.
Of character and...
I'm not even kidding. In the same fight scene, he snaps a steel bar with one hand and then gets overpowered by a peak human. Fucking Nicholas Hammond's just built different. Don't even question.
Put her on a path of a fucking serial killer. Whereas...
Although this is the same film where he defuses a nuclear bomb, so...
As you would think she would only target those at the higher end of the DODC while giving her unique insight on the kind of damage she is seen dealing to random innocent people. But no, and it is the notion of her beauty...
I fucking hate this line so much. You're beautiful because you are loved.
And brilliance.
Why would this make her change? She has no one... She has no one who loves her. Why would this make her change?
That stops her rampage right up to the doorstep of DODC Hitler. Somehow, I am to believe this bails her out, removing any consequences from her heinous actions, despite her having entered the minds of so many innocent people with extreme trauma that she tortured anyway. None of their minds made the difference.
I mean, fucking Abomination. He was, like, arrested for far less. Like, he went on a rampage in Harlem. It's like she took, like, Manhattan hostage. It's like, why does Abomination get locked away for years, yet this bitch gets away scot-free? Makes no sense.
Because Marvel's playing favorites.
It's like, yeah, they retcon Blonsky and make him more sympathetic in the She-Hulk show. Like, in the 2008 Hulk film, he's an asshole, but it's like they try retconning him and making him sympathetic. But it's like, even in that film, like, he's not as bad as this. Oh boy.
No, it was Aunt fucking May. Because I guess she's this universe's therapist and...
How funny is it that the character who has literally been dead for 4 years has to be the one to redeem Jean Grey? Like, at that point, they may as well have just brought Iron Man back. Like...
What the hell is...
imagine if instead of that scene, it was the Iron Man scene from Homecoming where he's like, yeah, you screwed the pooch hard, Jean. But then you took all the inbred puppies and you looked after them. Like, imagine if it was that scene and that was what redeemed Jean Grey. It would make no sense.
Being or something. Regardless, Jean tells Peter that we don't get to have friends and family and those that love us, as some kind of harsh lesson for those with power when, well, yeah, we don't.
Well, again, it's like she literally says that shit and then immediately gets redeemed, like, 2 scenes later.
Get to have loved ones because you are killing...
We don't get to have loved ones. Meanwhile, she knows that Peter had a loved one at one point. Like, what is she doing? She's coping and seething right now. I don't know what to tell you, but...
Coping and seething.
My god... Bitch, please. If the Incredible Hulk can have friends, you can have friends too.
Them all. She is a mind-raping rectal tumor. She's rotted gunt cheese. She's a wretchful fucking harridan. She belongs in the depths of the raft.
We don't get to have friends. Wait until the X-Men comes along. I know, right?
Darkness is all she remembers. What wonders she's
I'm actually worried what they're
performed
gonna
in
do with
making
the
the mutant
X-Men
cause
series
sympathetic. Maybe Stryker was right. I didn't even really mention MJ as a character, by the way, despite her heavy screen time. Zendaya plays a moderately frustrated woman who discovers after being mind-controlled into sexually assaulting a stranger that her entire life is a lie. Her previous self was a...
So I think that's why Obsession does the mind control thing better than this film, because that film treats it as a massive mistake to just completely steal someone's autonomy. It's like, this film treats it like a joke. And it kind of comes into the whole, like, be careful what you wish for thing. Where it's like, yeah, if you've watched Obsession, I wouldn't recommend watching it, by the way. It's a very fucked up film. But, like, yeah, like...
You don't recommend watching it?
Well, now you said that, I have to see it.
You will...
I want to watch it. I've always been wanting to watch it since I first saw the
You
trailer.
will throw up. It's not a... Yeah, it's not a... I'm not even saying it's a bad film. Like, it's just very, very, very messed up.
But then again, you are also talking to someone that's into true crime documentaries.
Don't say I didn't
me
warn
too.
you. Don't say I didn't warn
Psychology
you.
books.
Just please don't watch it. Like, it's so bad. It's
Me
like...
and Bankai gotta try and watch this.
Please don't.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's like, yeah, you just said I have to watch it. Well, now I have to watch it.
Without spoiling... I'm not even gonna say it. It's just too gross to think about. Yeah, it's like, there are people who left the cinema feeling physically ill after watching that film. Like, please don't watch it. I'm not even kidding. Like, I regret bringing it up now. Because I know you fuckers are gonna watch it and you'll immediately hate it.
Essentially, philosophically speaking, killed, and all she seemed...
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had any pets?
Yes.
Don't watch the film then. Just don't. Oh my god, no, please don't. Chad, if you know, you know. Oh boy. Anyway, moving on back to Spider-Man.
to have the drive...
The happy film, where mind control is viewed as a joke.
To explain is that this guy, her past self was in love with, can't be with her because she currently doesn't love him. As though she's not a character in and of herself.
I don't even like psychological horror films. Like, I avoid them with a passion. I don't really like horror films in general, to be honest. They're not really my thing. I don't know.
Yep, I'm stuck with it. Yeah, sorry. I was in the middle of something and I was stuck with incompetent idiots.
That's fine. See if the handshake between Ned and Peter. But yeah, the point that I was making is, like, at the very least, Obsession, it got the whole mind control theme right, where it's like, yeah, it was a massive fucking mistake. You know? But it's like, in this film, it's like, ooh, she mind controls someone, but they don't remember. And then she gets away scot-free. It's like, really?
And instead is locked into the thematic Peter Parker arc dialogue when she should probably be having an existential...
But it's like, you've seen Jaws and Halloween. It's a completely different kind of horror film. It's like, it's not like jump scare scary, it's like disgusting scary.
Potential crisis on top of some serious outrage. Like, this whole thing is embarrassing. Now, let me tell you something. The Punisher is the mooing retard we now all know and are forced to endure, spending the movie being more accidentally ruthless than he's ever consciously allowed to be. He spends so much time blowing up the world that it would be impossible for him to move through and rest in a fucking hospital without being arrested. They could have had him take Peter to Claire, but oh no, that might have made sense.
The fucking Punisher just walks into a hospital carrying an unconscious hero. It's like, yeah, what do you think they're going to arrest him? Like, what are they doing?
The police were holding the door for him.
Wait, were they?
Yeah, if you go back.
They could have had him
Oh my god, they were!
The police were holding the door for him.
What are the police doing?
Peter to Claire, but oh no, that might have made sense. Frank is a muzzled comic relief puppet in this film.
Oh, then there's this awful scene where he puts on the Spider-Man mask and he's just like, what is he doing?
Frustrated as he has more trauma in one day of his life than Jean could ever understand, only for the movie to have her experience that and make a fucking joke. You can't try to wedge the Punisher as some kind of thematic, reflective, cautionary tale in self-imposed isolation for Peter, while also making his PTSD and...
How was Jean mind-controlled treated as a joke, though? It's a joke because they didn't take it seriously. Like, it's a joke as in, it's awful. Like, she mind-controlled so many people, and she's seen as the victim. It's like she gets away scot-free. Like it's freaking
It's basically
awful.
it's basically the Scarlet Witch show all over again.
It's like at the very least with the Scarlet Witch show, it's like she, you know, she did it out of love. It's like this bitch just does it out of revenge.
Again, Rip, that shouldn't justify the shit that Scarlet Witch did.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that what Scarlet Witch did was not as bad as this. At the very least, in Multiverse of Madness, she like sacrifices herself. She tries to redeem herself. It's like, what does this fucking melon do? She just gets away scot-free.
I was more talking about the Scarlet Witch and Vision show where she held a small town fucking hostage to fill her delusions.
A character, Marvel humor. Fuck off. Frank was right in the one moment he was given a brain cell. Jean should at least be in prison or simply executed before she can destroy the world on an emotional whim. Instead, everyone enables the fuck out of her with Frank crying. The lack of Jean Grey's accountability does indeed echo onto Frank and Peter, by the way. Also, the whole VMAX plot was so retarded I'm not even getting into it. Bloody Ventmax, for fuck's sake. So anyway, the Hand are embarrassingly fucking hilarious. Your ancient order of ninjas seeking immortality, sire. Spawned out of nowhere, working for fucking damage control, wandering around the office like fucking Michael Scott, and only to be wiped out in one scene. Malicious disrespect doesn't even...
Yeah, they literally were the fucking white shroot of damage control. That's actually so funny.
Begin to cover it. Even Yelena got assassinated with a minute of screen time. Tombstone is in the story for about 3 seconds as part of a montage, just like Scorpion until he gets hit by a Looney Tunes piano. Only in Scorpion's case, you do see him in one more action scene. A scene where he's mind-controlled by Jean, and therefore not Scorpion. The mind-melted writers do this despite Scorpion having actual history and a grudge with Spider-Man. A grudge that's festered for 10 fucking years, and it ends with him getting wily coyoted in a passing montage. Meaning, the main villain, along with the Hand, the DODC, Scorpion, and the battle with the Hulk are all entirely disconnected from Peter on a personal level. Either it's Jean who wants the DODC, or it's people she's mind-controlling to facilitate that purpose. Not Spider-Man nor Peter Parker are relevant to these people. They don't want to hurt him. They don't have some fundamental difference in philosophy. They don't...
It's actually a good point, once again, that I completely didn't get. It's like, yeah, the villains, once again, don't give a shit about Spider-Man. Outside of Scorpion, and he's, like, the joke of the film. Like, it's Homecoming and Far From Home all over again. It's like the main villains don't care about Spider-Man. It's weird that Jean can't relate to Frank, considering Frank lost his family. Well, no, because that would have ended the plot right then and there. It's like, she's like, whoa, this guy's got issues. It's like, really? You couldn't empathize with him a little bit?
Want to take his status, his fame, his resources. They don't have a chaotic desire to crush his idealism, forcing him to abandon his heroic nature. They are just, unfortunately, the current obstacles for him to take down. Similarly, the film never actually has Frank and Peter explore their core philosophical differences, defining rehabilitation versus retribution and prevention, other than making a few memes out of it, though that shouldn't be surprising with how HR-friendly and assassinated they both are. I think the film forgot Peter actually cared about Happy. He doesn't even get a mention. Peter and Frank simply don't give a...
That's a good point. Yeah, he doesn't mention Happy Hogan once.
Fuck about Bruce being carted off to a psychiatric hospital as a result of the authorities having no clue why he snapped, when Peter knows exactly why and how this hero has been mind-controlled and does nothing to help him. Instead...
Again, good point. Peter just lets a fellow Avenger get... He literally gets a fellow Avenger locked up in Arkham Asylum. Like, really think about that. Imagine if Batman did that.
He plays with his buddies. His fate is beyond cruel and gross. Bruce Banner, despite being fumbled so hard by this stupid universe, has spent years getting his rage under control, only to be torn out against his will and dropped into a catastrophe. This is like taking a decade-long teetotaler, knocking them out, feeding them alcohol, and then leaving them in the street. Nobody helps him, despite everyone.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's like forcing Bruce to turn back into the Hulk. It's basically like trying to force someone out of rehab to, you know, take substances again. It's like they just completely spit on his legacy. Bruce is gonna have even more trauma. Yeah, of course he fucking is. It's like he gets carted off to Arkham Asylum with the same sort of trauma that he had after the Johannesburg battle in Age of Ultron. It's like, yeah, of course he's gonna have more trauma now than ever. Batman letting the Flash go to Arkham Asylum? Yeah. Or letting, like, Superman go to, like, a kryptonite cell in Arkham Asylum.
Especially Jean knowing with Savage Hulk released that his control is near forfeit. He has previously hurt countless innocent people. He's become a pariah. He tried to kill himself. He finally got everything under control. He nearly died saving countless trillions and began to teach. Only for this ginger hag to land him in custody with a future being abandoned in psychiatric containment. And it's all treated...
Again, it's kind of like... The MCU does like a reoccurring theme where they just try ruin the fucking heroes. Like, with Ironheart, they tried ruining Iron Man. With She-Hulk, they tried ruining Steve Rogers by being like Jennifer Walters just screaming on top of a building that Steve Rogers was a virgin. It's like the Hawkeye show, they ruined the OG Avengers by making a stupid ass play out of it. And, like, preying on Hawkeye's trauma. It's like... I don't know why they do this so much. It's like Brand New Day and She-Hulk, it's like they've ruined Bruce. Like...
All I'll say is he said it as well. Ginger fuckhead.
Bruce finally had his piece, and then this red-headed psycho took it all away. Yeah, literally, she took all that shit away from him in, like, less than an hour.
It as a fun scene. You get no J. Jonah, despite it being an obvious avenue for conflict, a way to explore it.
That's actually a fantastic point. Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson exists in this universe, and we just don't see him in this film. Missed opportunity.
Would have made the film 10 times better.
Job for Peter, a source of income, a place to meet new people he would...
Nah, imagine if J. Jonah Jameson got mind controlled and he turned into Omni-Man. Like, that would just be peak. It wouldn't. I'm joking. Every OG Avenger gets disrespected and treated like shit. Yeah, I know. It's like they literally saved, they literally saved the fucking universe and the whole Earth on multiple occasions.
And just... It's a freaking...
I think it speaks volumes as to how bad this... I think it speaks volumes as to how bad this guy is. Freaking Zemo in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the guy who literally caused the Avengers to break up, even he treats Captain America with respect. Like, this freaking villain who likely caused the Avengers to lose in Infinity War, because they were divided. It's like, even he treats the Avengers with respect. Or he treats Cap with respect anyways. Maybe you're wrong, Zemo. The serum never corrupted Steve. Touché. But there has never been another Steve Rogers, has there? It's like, even he respects Cap.
Have to stay away from until building more of a connection. It would even provide...
But I don't get why, like, the verse just disrespects the freaking heroes now. Having a freaking professional lawyer scream to the world that Steve Rogers has never had sex. Like, actually, fuck yourself.
It's somewhat an explanation for
Tony
his
freaking
increasing...
did what he did because he had $1 billion.
Oh yeah, like Ironheart. Oh yeah, Iron Man only did what he did because he had money. Fucking disrespectful.
Means. Oh, and I guess Peter...
He literally had nothing in Iron Man 3 and he still did his thing.
Didn't do anything about Wilson Fisk ruining the whole city. Just slept in for those years, I suppose. On a character, plot, means. Oh, and I guess Peter didn't do anything about Wilson Fisk ruining...
Oh, I thought this was the Hand for a second. I was gonna say, how the hell is Kingpin bullying them, but Spider-Man got bullied by them?
The whole city just slept in for those years, I suppose. On a character, plot, world, and thematic level, this is an infected dumpster fire stuffed to the brim with stapled, hollow corpses forced to bounce in the hopes that the audience might think a story is taking place, showing us, truly, that there are no more stories to be told in the MCU. Ultimately, we have abandoned long-developed character journeys, a binding thematic underpinning through an agency-plotted path in a harsh world.
They gave us Chill Abomination. Yeah, like, replace Abomination with Korg from Ragnarok and tell me that they're different characters. Like, they literally just turned Abomination into Korg. Just this big fucking huggable, lovable goofball who's just incapable of any wrong. Also, they made him bizarrely overpowered. It's like, freaking Professor Hulk was fodderized by Abomination. Like, what's it?
A weaker ago and was able to defeat Abomination.
Like, what the frick? Like, they just made Abomination weirdly overpowered in that show. It's like, what the hell did they do to Abomination?
Little to spare, and the sacrifice made.
Again, it's like we can't have villains being like evil. They have to be like sympathetic assholes. And we can't have heroes being good. It's the same thing in What If. It's like, they make Hela sympathetic. I'm like, she's literally, like, Satan, basically. She's literally the goddess of death, and you're gonna try and make her sympathetic. It's like, what are you doing? They try making Odin the evil asshole. It's like, genuinely, what the fuck are you even doing at that point? He's got... Yeah, Abomination did the pacifist run in fucking She-Hulk.
From Peter Parker.
Yeah, it's like they treat Abomination like a joke. He even protects Jen in that battle. And it's like his reward is to get locked up again. It's like, what are you doing?
Providing the entire trilogy thorough and united meaning in exchange for a bargain bin wonky rehash No Way Home DLC and wrinkles on the Spidey suit. To conclude, the Punisher is an assassinated brain-dead pussy. Spider-Man is a stalking loser with broken principles who can't stand on his own.
He's a stalking loser. Accurate.
2 feet. Jean
I miss the days when villains were evil because they were bad. Well, no, I think that makes a boring villain. It's like, I like it when villains have a reason to be evil. It's like for example, Norman Osborn, it's like, you understand how he got to the point where he took the performance enhancers. It's like...
I have an interesting question for you now, Rift.
Go on.
Who do you think is worse, Jean Grey or Homelander?
In what regard?
Any regard. Who's more evil?
The fact that I'm even having to think about this says everything you need to know.
That's hilarious.
Dispatch reference.
I don't know, in fairness, Anthony Starr really makes the character pretty fucking hilarious.
Nah, I'd probably say Jean Grey is more evil. At the very least, Homelander had like a way worse backstory, and it made you believe that he was like at that point. And he had like some love in his life with like Stormfront and Soldier Boy, like his dad and shit. So I'd argue Jean Grey is worse than Homelander.
Grey is a barbarian scumfuck sadist that deserves to take up residence in the Earth's core, whether or not the Punisher and Spider-Man sell their souls to defend her. Hey, Disney, little tip. If you want me to sympathize with a torturing, sexual assaulting, sadistic murder hobo, maybe don't make her targets completely innocent people that add nothing to her goals whatsoever. The Hulk is humiliated again. The Hand are goons for hire waddling about in an office. Yelena...
I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Brand New Day ruined the Hulk more than fucking Endgame did. I prefer Smart Hulk over this version of Savage Hulk. At the very least, they didn't ruin Smart Hulk. They just made him different. It's like, if you didn't like him, then fair enough, but at the very least, he wasn't, like, ruined. Outside of the shitty 2010s humor. Professor Hulk was at least an evolution. Yeah, and you can argue it was, like, a backwards evolution, but at the very least it was, like, kinda character development.
Yeah, because they tried to do brains and brawn, which a lot of things don't tend to do. You're either brain or brawn. You never get to see both.
You prefer Big Green Buffalo with glasses? Yeah, I prefer Professor Hulk in Endgame. I do. I don't like Brand New Day's Hulk. I think he's probably the worst Hulk. I don't like, because it's like what
Savage and Professor Hulk.
It's like what does he do? It's like he just attacks Spider-Man for no reason.
And then falls off a building.
Also, Bruce and Peter are freaking nitwits. They could have put the bloody inhibitor on the back of his neck so fast, yet they both stood there like lemons.
Is a rancid potato seething in a sauna, desperate as fuck to claw her way to a single fan actually wanting her in any MCU project. Scorpion, Ramrod, Boomerang, Tombstone, and Tarantula are nothing more than a key jangle. Jean DeWolf is a superfluous, stapled-on babysitter when Yelena isn't doing the exact same thing, when the DODC isn't doing the exact same thing, when Peter's A fucking I isn't doing the same damn thing. MJ and Ned function as annoying timecode vampires until repeating a shittier version of the prior film's ending. The plot, world building, and thematic value is in the damn toilet. They honestly did so much worse than I could have expected. So many effects still look like shit, the fights are disposable, the swinging is still worse than even the TASM movies, with Tom Holland's performance basically carrying the whole thing. Oh, but they paid lip service to the—
Yeah, I agree. It's like Tom Holland's performance was pretty awesome in this film. I will say that.
Yeah, whatever you think of his Spider-Man, gotta give credit that Tom Holland did the best with the material he was given.
Yeah. The freaking acting was top-notch, at least.
Comics, guys. They paid lip service to the games, guys. Oh, but they have a suit with wrinkles, guys. Oh, they aren't spamming blue screen now, guys, even though they absolutely are. And all of this somehow means the film is good now. Can we, for once, just skip the hype period? Can we get to where everyone realizes how shit this movie is? And for the people saying we finally don't have Spider-Boy, you are correct, because now we have Corpo Spider-Baby. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some apologies to John Watts. If there's one thing you can say about him for sure, he's not a cretin. Anyway, fuck this movie, die in a hole.
Okay, fair enough.
I approve that message.
Seeing Jean Grey fans turn into the new Wanda fans and try to handwave killing innocent people is making me lose faith in humanity.
Literally, yeah.
Seeing people come away from this film with the idea Jean killed anyone when the movie painstakingly goes out of its way to show that she didn't is making me lose faith in humanity. I must have imagined this scene. That bad is—
Yeah. Yeah, you get fucking cope defenders like this guy.
alive and well in the credits. My suspension of disbelief doesn't extend to obviously killed the guy. Oh wait, he's fine somehow. I don't care about your suspension of disbelief.
Oh wait, he's fine
when
somehow.
we're given actual evidence. Evidence of what exactly? That you can't tell two people apart? Are you blind? That's not even the same fucking guy. Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's literally just an old guy with a fucking beard. It's like their beards aren't even the same. Oh my days.
And could they not figure out the character dies, not the actual actor?
Well, it's like, even if, again, it's like, even if like, no one died, that doesn't negate the fact that she intended on killing someone, and she didn't bat an eye.
And I'm pretty sure after he gets hit, it goes to Tom's face, and I'm pretty sure you can clearly see his lenses react to his eyes widening because he's just witnessed someone He's just witnessed a traumatic event, i.e., someone dying. And at speed, I don't know what speed that taxi was going, but if someone was to calculate it, it was probably going at a fairly decent speed.
I'm gonna be
the speed limit on the road.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, the more I think about this film, the more I just don't think it's a good film. Because I mean, acting and like all this other stuff, it's like you can only get you so far if the characters just aren't well written.
Well,
to be fair, just
I
because
have
someone
to personally
dies because
say
of you doesn't
is-
make you a killer. In what regard doesn't make you a killer? She is literally forcing people to walk into traffic. How the fuck does that not make her a killer? It's like she's driving an armored car through New York, unloading, like, missiles and minigun fire into the buildings. It's like, how does that not make her a killer?
And even if she doesn't kill a whole bunch of people there during that part, keep in mind those fucking explosions cause all kinds of all kinds of people to get freaking badly injured.
It's like,
so yeah, while she's not killing, she's still causing great harm to a lot of people.
Yeah. Fucking irredeemable monster. Man. I just don't really know what to say.
The only other thing that I have to personally say here is if you enjoy this movie, like, that's perfectly fine. Like, more power to you, but freaking we'll respect your opinion there, but respect ours that we dislike this film.
But it's like, again, if I can compare this film to Chronicle, it's like I think that film did a way better job. It's like, yeah, the freaking teenagers are out of control using their powers to hurt people, so they get capped.
Chronicle. That's a found footage film, right?
Yeah. With Dane DeHaan. It's like, yeah, the main heroes have telekinesis, and one of them has a mental breakdown and, like, endangers human lives, and he gets shot and killed. It's like, yeah, that's what should have happened here. Punisher should have killed Jean. It's like, she didn't deserve redemption. Like... It's a shame as well, because I actually think that the actress, Sadie Sink, it's like, I think that she, like, did a decent job. But, my god. I just don't want her character to return, ever.
Just remember, hate the character, not the actor playing the character. Because at the end of the day, they're just playing a role. That's all I really gotta say there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want her character to return, ever.
I mean,
given the path where Marvel's going, Rift, I'm afraid that's going to happen.
In fact, Jean's story is the exact same as her character in Stranger Things.
Well, it's the fact that, like, Jean could have literally won or lost before the film even begun. And the film just doesn't give a good reason for it. It's like if Damage Control were 1% smarter, they would have tranked Jean and Sarah. Boom. The film would have been over. Like, if the tranquilizer dart actually tranquilized Sarah, it's like Jean would have tried intervening and they would have tranked her as well. She would have lost right from the beginning. Like, if she had simply gone incognito like she does in the film, mind-controlled people until she got to Wesker, she would have won before the film even begun. Like, the entire plot just doesn't make sense. Like, the more I think about this film, it's like a 3 out of 10. Like, it's just frustrating, because I actually found it entertaining. It's like, at its best, it's like, just harmless entertainment.
Yeah.
But at its worst, it's one of the most broken Spider-Man films there are.
That's why, like, I rated it at least a 6 out of 10 for entertainment purposes and like something to put on in the background or something like that. It is a 6 out of 10. But when it comes to like the actual details, the writing, the scaling, all that sort of stuff, it would be 3 to 4 out of 10.
I give it a fair, for me, I give it a more generous 7 out of 10. Because at the end of the day, I freaking enjoyed it. It's a fun movie and stuff. Does it have a lot of problems? Yes, a lot. But for me, I still enjoyed it.
But
yeah, it's like I enjoy parts of it, for sure. It's like I think I feel bad for Tom Holland as well because he acts his ass off.
Yeah, and
I really feel when it comes to that, it just Tom Holland really gets freaking shafted. It's due to the dog shit writing in a lot of these films. Like it just sucks. I feel so bad for him.
And the thing that's hilarious is that if I make like a controversial opinion about Brand New Day, like I'll just get cancelled again probably. It's like it is what it is.
Cancelled in quotation marks, Rift.
Yeah, genuinely. So that's one thing. That's one thing that I am quite happy about. I feel like the 14-day, 2-week period of the honeymoon phase for this film is kind of over.
Someone gives it a 0 out of 10 because J. Jonah Jameson wasn't in the movie.
I mean, that's a fair argument. Yeah, no J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like takes a lot of this for me in this film is the fucking shit that Sony has been pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Or them basically killing physical media and stuff like that. That kind of probably damaged a bit of the film's reputation.
Yeah.
And New Day.
That's why he has organic web shooters. He can't have physical web shooters anymore.
Also, while the costume is pretty good, I still hate the fucking web shooters in that game.
Yeah, no, but don't you worry. It's a Sony-made film. The physical web shooters, they gotta go. He's having digital ones.
Yeah.
Deal with Jean, despite the fact that he doesn't want Frank to kill her, as is the Punisher's MO. On top of that, Peter warns of the 33-foot distance he must...
Which has a better plot, Brand New Day or Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, 100%.
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
At the very least, Spider-Man 2's is like more
I would
simple.
say Spider-Man 2.
Assuming that you're talking about Tobey Spider-Man 2 at least. It's like, yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man, I would say Brand New Day.
I find Spider-Man 3 more rewatchable than Brand New Day. I mean, yeah, I'd probably agree.
Well,
with
at least for Spider-Man, at least for Spider-Man 3, you have something to fucking laugh at.
Yeah, it's like you have something to laugh at, you have something to cry at, you have like genuinely.
Wait, you cried this? Wait a minute, you cried the Spider-Man 3?
Sometimes it's like the bit where he like forgives Uncle Ben. It's like that's a genuine emotional moment. It's like where he forgives Sandman. So I think that's awesome. When Harry dies, that's quite sad. It's like the actual villains are better in that film as well. That includes Venom, by the way.
They meant Insomniac Spider-Man 2.
I mean, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man isn't the GOAT for Spider-Man. I think that's Glaze. But he is up there. Insomniac Spider-Man 2 story.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I might have to go with Spider-Man 2, probably.
Yeah, I'd probably say Spider-Man 2 as well.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Marvel's Spider-Man 2 story was in fact better than this.
Let's see what they have to say. The fuck have I meant? Okay, this AI Wonder Woman shit. That's not what I meant to. Hang on, was it? Oh, it's After Hours. Yeah, my bad. We talk about Jean Grey again.
Mauler, do you think people will come round to your way of thinking with enough time?
Not.
Have you seen All Holy's response? That might be the video I'm thinking of where they responded to Mauler. I might have to watch that at some point.
Not my way of thinking. I just mean like I would assume this movie's gonna age badly. Like
Oh, don't get me wrong. Spider-Man 3 doesn't have the same problem as Brand New Day. Jean Grey's morals are not inconsistent. She is consistently evil. At the very least, Sandman, it's like, yeah, he's inconsistent, but he's nowhere near as evil as Jean.
Badly, especially I think worse than the other.
Oh,
Spider-Man
I do
as well,
think
because,
she's better than fucking Venom.
No, I prefer Venom.
I don't know, I hate the freaking. He basically became Venom out of pathetic pettiness.
I don't even care. I prefer Venom over Jean Grey. Because at the very least, Venom got shit done. It's like he became a villain and he basically immediately kidnapped MJ, beat Spider-Man, killed Harry. It's like at the very least he locked in and actually got shit done. It's like Jean, on the other hand, she should have won before, like, she should have won before the fucking movie even began.
Even like a week in, people are already talking about like, isn't it weird that Peter has his like fucking security system spying on every citizen of New York? And it's like, yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, is it weird that Jean got into the minds of people like Frank?
The villain isn't really a villain because they're young. We've already broken down how that's not an argument. She's between 16 and 18. It's like she is old enough to be a villain in the eyes of the law. It's like that's not an argument.
Castle and Bruce Banner, and she treated it as like a joke because her trauma like outclasses theirs apparently, which seems impossible. And
yeah, take care, dude. It's been good having you here.
Disrespectful and say, yeah, it's not great. Like, is it weird that Frank Castle and Peter Parker abandoned Bruce to a psychiatric hospital? Like, they don't explain the situation. Like, that's kind of weird. And there's just loads of these sorts of things. And
I find Venom and Spider-Man 3 to be very one-dimensional. Jean at least had some more depth. No, I think Eddie had more depth, to be honest. Which is not saying a lot, but it's like Jean Grey is like, oh wow, I lost my parents and my sister. I'm gonna go full psychopath. So that's basically just her in a nutshell. It's like Eddie, he at the very least, like, he has like a rivalry with Peter, he has like resentment towards Spider-Man. It's like you clearly see he's willing to cut corners to get what he wants. I don't know. It seems more. I know. And when he eventually became Venom, he locked in and actually got shit done. It's like, I don't know. I prefer Venom. I'll be honest.
Then, of course, all the Jean Grey discussion. I don't know if you guys have been keeping some track of people having trouble criticizing Jean Grey. It's like she's a morally grey character.
Like, no, she's just pure evil.
Yeah,
pure
it's,
evil,
like, it's when they try to like come up with the the guy that she walked into traffic is like he survived because like you see him in the end credits, and it's like, motherfucker, you're missing the point. Like, even I'll concede, like, you know, say I'll entertain this idea for the purposes of the argument. Okay, say he does survive, right, and he got through that. Okay, even though his brittle old bones like could take a high-speed collision at like 50 miles an hour.
Pure evil villains aren't bad. Well, again, tell that to Jean, because they try Redeemer, and it just doesn't work. It's like, if you're gonna make a pure evil villain, you have to make them interesting. It's like, look at like Palpatine, or what's his face?
He's not.
Fucking Norman Osborn's Green Goblin.
Yzma from.
She thought he was going to die. From her perspective, she was walking him into like a moving vehicle, and she was going to kill him. Even if he survives, it's only because he was lucky. From her perspective, she didn't give a fuck if he got killed. That was an innocent civilian she was just willing to kill.
Yeah.
One of many that she's willing to kill throughout this movie. Why? Because she's sad because her sister got killed. It's like, well, okay, I sympathize with you for that thing happening. That's a horrible thing. It doesn't give you carte blanche to just go around murdering people, though. I'm sorry, that's not how the morality works.
It's also worse than that because she's not killing them for any other reason than to shock value, terrify Spider-Man. That's the only reason she's killing those specific people in those moments. That is evil, villain, irredeemable territory.
Yeah, no, had
she just got lucky that Spider-Man was able to save all those people. But otherwise,
Had she
that's
killed him
attempted murder.
If she killed him for fun, it would probably be better. She killed him to torture Spider-Man and to make good on her threats for MJ, to show like what I can do to MJ, I'll do to this old man. It's just like, oh wow, that's sadistic, man. It's really bad. And you know, the thing about this, maybe this opens a discussion on like the nature of just how you sort of weigh an enjoyment factor, an entertainment factor versus just the sort of the breakdown of what even happened. Because I think you can rationalize on.
Did your opinions on Spider-Man 2 change? I recall you making a defense video on the writing. You're mistaking me with someone else. I've never made a video defending the writing of that game.
Almost anything. When I saw the
I think you're mistaking me for Colin, possibly.
One that said Jean Grey has the power to get into people's heads, to understand them and their history, and therefore, if she's...
The Thunderbolts and the New Avengers have killed people. Okay, do they do it out of self-defense? Do they kill during wartime? Do the people that they kill, are they themselves killers? Like, what's the context? Like saying, oh, this guy killed someone, therefore this other killer is justified. That's not how it works.
Throwing anyone in front of a car, you should probably assume they deserve it. Because she'll know, like, that I've got...
That's quite the leap, sir.
Well, I replied to that tweet, so I was just like, we've reached the discourse.
Imagine if someone actually... The fact that people unironically think that is disgusting. It's like, okay, she tried mind-controlling Spider-Man. It's like, does Spider-Man deserve death now? Same thing with, like, MJ. Punisher. I mean, Punisher, you can argue he deserves death. Bruce Banner, does he deserve death?
He only kills people who deserve it, so...
Well, yeah, but he's still, like, a serial killer by definition. It's like...
Yeah, he's still killing people, even if they quote-unquote deserve it. He's still taking a human's life.
Yeah, and that person whose life he took several hundred other people's lives.
Point now where the old man deserved to be thrown in front of the car.
I saw one that said it's okay.
It's like, at the very least with the Thunderbolts, it's like they were not good people. So it's like, I feel like them killing people, like, yeah, it's not right, but it makes more sense for them. It's when you have morons that are like, oh yeah, well, Steve Rogers has killed someone. It's like, yeah, that's a complete false equivalency. Because again, Steve only kills in self-defense, or he kills during wartime. It's like, it is what it is. It's either kill or be killed in that scenario.
Like I was trying to say here, I'm sure the Punisher's kill people, but he's killed violent, dangerous criminals. He's not out killing innocent fucking civilians.
Yeah.
Hey, he's probably a Republican.
Yeah.
And
people are trying to
like,
point out, it's like, it's okay, it's a man, so it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good point, because it's like, that would never, ever be fucking done to an old woman. Never.
Right.
I feel like Philip K. Dick already wrote a dozen stories about why it's bad to turn over all moral decisions to just one all-knowing entity or person. Like, we've already covered this in sci-fi for decades, so these arguments are fucking stupid. This is...
Yeah, it's like, it sucks that the film just refuses to admit that Jean is a bad person. It's like, she's literally one of the most evil people in the MCU, and they're like, oh yeah, well it's fine, because you're loved, even though she literally isn't loved by anyone. It's like her mum abandoned her, and her sister is dead. It's like she's not got anyone to love her anymore. Like, it's ridiculous.
I agree with Wizard that this is going to be a bad second watch. I'm afraid of that, because I enjoyed the first time I went to the theater with my kids. I had a great time, but I am a little worried that you watch it again and it is going to fall apart, because like when they have the conversation and Jean's like, why are you working for damage control? Don't you know whatever? And Spider's like, what? Like, they seem like good guys. At that point, she should have just said, they captured my sister and they killed her, or they're holding her or something. But she just, but then the rest of the plot can't happen. So like, I know when I watch it again, it's going to bug the hell out of me. So I'm with Wizard. I want to hold on to the good memories for just a minute, because if I watch it again, I'm going to think, God damn,
it's worse than that. Spider-Man is super famous, so everybody knows him as being a hero. He doesn't like work for damage control. Isn't that the guy you say like, hey, help me. Like, you know,
he's a
here's the
bona fide
situation.
superhero for a decade. He's done very provably, explicitly heroic shit. Like, he saved the universe.
He should be like the most approachable person with a problem like this.
Yeah,
like,
and because like I've seen
Jessica Jones killed a villain in her first season. I think you're referring to Kilgrave there, right? So yeah, if you're referring to Kilgrave, then yeah, he probably deserved to die. Because he was a murderer himself. And he also was, yeah, like the stuff he did, he deserved to be arrested or killed.
the counters for this, because to be fair, I've gotten stuff wrong, everyone does, but like there's a couple of things that, like I said, it can sort of cloud rationality a little bit. People will be like, well, you've missed Mauler, that she doesn't trust anyone, that's why she wouldn't try that with him. It's like, wouldn't even try it with a bona fide altruistic superhero? Not even, she's gonna opt for torturing him immediately instead of trying that, just see what happens. It doesn't even cost her anything to try it. And then, like on top of it, it would be like, you don't understand the character. Jean is not only, she doesn't feel a thing because of just how like broken and depressed she is from losing her sister, from knowing she was like tortured and destroyed, just like she wants revenge and all this sort of stuff. I was like, once you rewatch it, you'll find out she didn't even know that she was dead. She knew that she was kidnapped. And then, I assume you guys have seen this, it's like, to be clear, all she knows is her sister was taken away by a governmental institution after mind raping people.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Like, that's actually okay. You shouldn't be able to take control of people's autonomy at will. That's actually a bad thing. And so
it's like, he raises a good point as well. It's like, even in the, I've said this so many times at this point, but it's like, even in the flashback where we're supposed to feel bad for her and her sister, it's like they're literally being evil in that park.
Raping random people.
Yeah, it's like they're literally robbing people of their free will, and they're treating it as a joke. It's like, oh wow, we literally just mind controlled this poor innocent person. Do you wanna go grab ice cream? Like, that's literally in the film. It's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, they deserve to be locked up. Again, replace Jean Grey with, like, Punisher. He's sitting there in a park, he just blows someone's head off. It's like, oh yeah, do you think that he doesn't deserve to be arrested now?
I made that argument, oh, he just killed somebody, he deserves to be arrested. But they'll freaking brush it under the rug if it's freaking Jean.
In that same flashback, they were orphans and had no one to teach them the difference between right and wrong. I'm sorry, but they're not 5 years old, mate. Like, I don't even buy that argument. Like, if they were, like, infants, like, just shat out the womb, I'd maybe listen to that argument, but they're clearly not.
And it's like, they've had the powers for a while. Or at least Sarah did, because she was able to do it, and she was teaching Jean how to use it. So it was like, they've clearly had the powers for a while. It's not like something they just found out that they could do.
And again, if you want to,
her sister would kind of.
And again, if you want to, like, use the orphan argument, I'll give you the Harry Potter analogy again. It's like, when Harry was, like, when he was using his powers accidentally, he made glass disappear and he made his hair grow back, but when Voldemort used his powers accidentally, he killed a pet bunny rabbit and traumatized 2 kids for life. It's like, which one does Jean sound more like? The hero of Harry Potter or the villain? It's like, she sounds more like the villain. They are literally there as kids, just stealing people's autonomy in public without their consent. They're evil. And this is supposed to be the scene where we feel sorry for her.
Play that off as being such a good thing. Like, that scene is played off as if them testing their powers and hijacking people's agency, which is the key word. Oh, it's a fun thing. It's okay. We're just learning how to use our powers. What?
Well, remember, if she does it with anyone, they deserved it because they're awful people or something.
That was another scene that even in the theater cracked me up because they tackle her sister to the ground. There's a bunch of armed guys. Jean is running. She's like 20 feet away and she's screaming her sister's name. And none of these guys, like her sister just causes her to walk slowly away to a tree. And then when she wakes up, they're all just gone. And nobody went, hey, who's that kid running toward this girl?
Also, if they want to understand people better or understand what it's like to have a family, just look through people's memories. That is a good point as well. It's like Sarah especially, she could have done that. Jean could have done it in later life. That's insane. Imagine how many people she's mind-controlled. And it requires a dead person to convince her to be a hero.
I don't think a dead person could convince she's a hero.
Ghost, Yelena, and Natasha are orphans, yet they became Avengers. Yeah, good point. It's like, yeah, they're not good people necessarily, but it's like, they became heroes. It's like...
Here's something. You could, if they want to go down the orphan route, you could do a Uno reverse on them and go, there are multiple people that have become serial killers in film, games, and real life who had parents. Granted, most of them, especially in real life, they did have, like, these parents weren't exactly caring and nurturing, but there were some that were caring, were supporting, were loving, and still the people, their children ended up being serial killers. You can still turn around and say, oh, they were not orphan and didn't have anyone to, to teach them right or wrong. Well, there were tons of people who had parents, but yet they became serial killers.
Yeah.
Whose name we just tackled, like, no.
It's crazy. They already had a dossier on. They already had information on her, too.
Well, and also just the fundamental, had she jumped straight into Metzger, the whole film wouldn't happen. Which I've seen loads of rationale for as well. She's like, how could she know Metzger was in charge? It's like, just go to the department with a fucking...
Yeah, it's actually a good point. Jeffrey Dahmer's a good example. Yeah, exactly.
Person, jump, until you find him. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Well, it's can mind rape anyone and get information.
Bruce Banner, yeah, he's an even better example. It's like he's supposedly been abused, had bullying, self-isolation, being on the run from the government. It's like he's a professor and an Avenger.
Know Bruce's backstory in the MCU?
Mm-hmm. You're on, sorry?
Do we know Bruce's backstory in the MCU?
We just know that he was hunted by the military for years because of the Hulk. We know that he tried committing suicide because of the Hulk as well.
Sushi side.
Slip and slide.
It pleased the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
Crashing through the street in a tank.
That was obviously the better move, to not only crash through the whole city, but also shooting the guns into the streets, into windows and shit. And they're like, nah, she didn't hurt anyone. Nah.
It's just unrealistic. I don't know what to say.
I will say, also for a future reference, I will say here, Rift, if you ever plan on doing the new stratagem, it is possible, but you need good teammates. The people I got stuck with were incompetent idiots. Just as a heads up.
What is it?
It's the one where one person gets stuck with the cursed relic and they get a power boost, but if they die, it's game over, and then they have the squad unity.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's doable, but you need good teammates. The reason why I failed is because I was stuck with idiot teammates.
Yeah. Tony Stark is proven right by this film. Yeah, it's like in the She-Hulk show, you have Jen, like, mocking Bruce and belittling his trauma. So that's something that She-Hulk would absolutely never do. I don't know. I just find it ridiculous that they managed to make She-Hulk, who's probably a fan favorite character, they just turned her into such an unlikable, hated person in that show.
And that makes me sad.
Yeah, it is what it is. Still, what can you do? I guess.
What can you do when they come for you?
Great She-Hulk adaptation was that 90s Hulk show. Yeah, and the Fantastic Four show that she was decent as well.
It is really sad because in the show and stuff, in the shows I've seen her in, she usually is an extremely likable character.
Yeah.
And in the show, and in her one live action show, they made her into a completely unlikable bitch.
I mean, in the 90s, she was basically just sex appeal, the character. Like, literally every single thing she said was just, like, sultry, the character. I don't know why they did that, but fair enough.
Again, there's nothing wrong with sex appeal, Rip.
I was gonna say, she put 90s Black Cat to shame, and that is saying something. She probably put Rogue to shame in the X-Men show. Like, how do you even do that? She found a way. But... yeah, that's a good point. She-Hulk in Agents of Smash, she was good there as well. Yeah, she was the glue that held the team together. Yeah, she was decent in that show as well. Then in the MCU, she's just not good. She's not very good.
It's frustratingly unlikable.
Yeah, she's awful in the MCU. That first transformation in that show. Oh my goodness, yeah, yeah. Wait, I don't even know if I can show that on stream. Man. Jess, have you seen... do you know what we're on about? Have you seen, like, She-Hulk?
No. I've only seen the little clips from, like, your videos or when you showed me little bits here and there, but...
alright, well, okay. Yeah, we'll show you She-Hulk in the 90s show, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm still... like, I still need to watch... No Way Home.
Yep.
I think the last one. Yeah, I still need to watch that, but, like, obviously... I, like, pretty much finish, like, chilling with you guys. I turn my PC off, I go into my bedroom, I turn my TV on, and I put Worst Pre-Made Ever on, and just literally watch their channel until I go to sleep.
I don't know what he's. I don't know what music Puffer's listening to, but he is headbanging. But yeah, it's like for some reason she was just maximum. Like she basically just flirted with every character, like Ben Grimm, Doctor Strange, even some of the women. I'm fairly certain. It's like there was nothing stopping her.
Again, I don't see anything wrong with that. Nothing wrong with some sex appeal.
I'm just surprised that they got away with it in the for a kids show, but fair enough. But
Hey,
yeah.
Phoenix.
Hey, Phoenix in chat. I don't know. I think my pufferfish is broken. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, the tism is strong.
Yeah, he's yeah. The freaking tism is strong with this fish.
You're a tism, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Oh, what? You're a fossil now. You can talk to snakes.
No, I think you're thinking of the 90s cartoon, Riley. Yeah, her first appearance when she beat the shit out of Doctor Doom. Yeah, that was in the 90s. She was in the 80s show for one episode, but she just didn't really...
Amy.
She didn't really do much.
She beat the shit out of Doctor Doom?
Yeah, in the 90s show, in her first appearance.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange glazers out there. Not Doctor Strange, fuck me. Doctor Doom glazers, yeah. Fucking She-Hulk in a freaking One Piece beat him. What gaming PC do you have, or suggest any gaming PC components? I mean, I have quite a few videos with like various different pre-builts that you can have a look at. My current gaming PC you can't get anymore. I actually tried looking for it a little while. I love how in the background it's just playing this fucking Drinkers Chasers Harry Potter breakdown. I just didn't even know this. Yeah, you can't even get my PC anymore. I had a look on the website and the actual like components, they weren't available, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, if I ever need an upgrade, I'm guaranteed to not get the same PC twice, I guess. Yeah, that being said though, guys, we pretty much reached the end of the stream. We've watched the videos that we were going to watch, and now I'm going to take care. Do you know what? I was tempted to do a YouTube short on Friday, where I was going to re-rank the Spider-Man themes, like from the cartoons or what have you. Because I did like a top 5 one, like a while ago, and it's outdated. I might update it again. How was Doctor Doom glazed? A lot of people were glazing his power, especially with Doomsday. But yes, I think that either tonight or tomorrow I will do that YouTube short. So yes, with that being said though, guys, I appreciate every one of you being here as always. I'm gonna head off for tonight. Have a good day tomorrow. I am at work, so the next time you see me will be Friday. So have a good sleep, have a good day tomorrow, and as always, goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys.